feel, boom, 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 feel. I tell you, baby, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and not only am I happy, it's Friday. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, doom, doom. We got some audio surprises for you guys too. That's right, we got two mics working today, and you guys are gonna have to let me know how we sound because we got two mics working today. And welcome, come on in, because I know what you're really here for, right? You're here for trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section, John. So let's get it going, you guys. Let's go. How you doing, Batty Lynn? Oh, she's off vacation. I'm back. I'm saved. Thank you so much. That's right, you guys. Come on in. It's Friday morning. Family, friends, co-hosts, everybody, come on in right now. We got to get those prayers in the air. Let me get one of my mics. Let me get one of these videos straight over here, and let me zoom on in so that you guys can get a chance to see what we're talking about. Okay, everybody, it's Friday, just like I said. It's time to get it cracking. I'm happy to be here with everybody. It's a really good day. I'm feeling healthy. I cannot complain. One more thing I want to say, you guys. You know what? You got to also, every morning, what do I always tell you guys? You got to thank the man upstairs for being here, because if it wasn't for being here, for waking up this morning, we wouldn't even have the problem. So you guys, I'm over here trying to get this other screen straight before we get this show going, just to make sure that I actually can see myself right now, because it really helps me out to be able to see myself. So yeah, I really would appreciate you guys bearing with me. Sometimes it takes a little longer to get the show started. That's why I start a little early. But we can't wait any longer. It's time to get those prayers in the air for every single person that's here. I'm just glad you guys are here. Let's go, you guys. What we praying for this morning? Let me know what we praying for. Y'all could chime in on some of that stuff too. What y'all want to pray for this morning? I want to pray for loyalty. I want to pray for happiness. I also want to pray for good health. I'd love to pray for friendship. I'd love to pray for understanding. Let's pray for community. And last but not least, it always brings everything together, love. Let's pray for love, you guys. That's right. Everybody can go ahead and type what you want to pray for as well. That's right, you guys. We praying for the fam. That's right. Let's keep on going. Who we praying for this morning as well? Let's go. Let's put those prayers up. We got to pray for 420 John Fitzpatrick. We got to pray for Miss Keisha. Also, G-Man. Can't forget about Money Tree, Miss Swanza, Audrey, Durham, Phil Goody. I see you, Phil Good. Yeah, Luigi, Miss Keisha, Miss Swanza, thank you so much. Liberty and Justice, are you ready? Are you ready? Money Tree, I see you, Nikki. Sam Champion, my brother's in the building. Mosiah, Miss Keisha, Batty Lynn, Casey Ramos, my brother. How you doing, Floyd? Tony Wright, we're praying for you as well. Can't forget about John Spencer's Choo Choo. Also, 55 Coffee Houses in the building as well. Love you too, Miss Yolanda. There you go. I see you. What's going on, Floyd? Shirley, praying for you as well. Can't forget about oh, who's that? Messias. Got it right now. Okay, we can't forget about Winter Rising, Angels Among Us. Can't forget about Collective. Can't forget about Luigi. Also, let's get Mark Dorfman, Jeffrey Spilker, Teddy. Can't forget about Miss Jackson, Miss Johnson, and Miss well, I think it was another one there, Miss Sexy too, believe it or not, huh? Miss Chocolate, Miss Choo Choo, couple of them. All of you guys, want to give you guys a big shout out and a prayer this morning. And myself, amen. It's time to start this show. I almost think it's almost time to say the real words to open it up this morning, you guys. It's Friday. Got a lot of good announcements coming through this morning. People trying to get down with sponsorship and everything like that. I told you they can't hold back a good show. And again, my main thing, the audio. Woo! We're going to really check in and see if this audio is working good for us the way that I tested it yesterday. So let's go, you guys. Let's try it now. Are you ready? Let me get a little sip of this water. And how the song go? Let me clear my throat. Let's go. Happy Friday, everybody. Let's get it. Let me check this watch, because, yeah, I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. And we Wind it up. Boo, 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 boo. Wind it up. Boo, 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 boo. Wind it up. Because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. I think it's 6 o'clock here, but let's throw this wave. Boo, 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 boo. Come on, let's start the show. They're ready to go. Come on. It's time to start the show. Let's go. Come on now. Okay. Ole. I'm doing all of those push-ups, so I gotta open my jacket up a little bit in certain suits. You know what I'm saying? Gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those. Boo, 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 boo. It's Friday the 24th. That's right, y'all. 2026. Said I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and chat. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Just got me lit. That's right, you guys. Friday morning, 6 o'clock plus. I know it's about 6:02 everywhere else. We got a slow watch. That's how we started off every morning. Hope you guys are ready because it's time to get into trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section. Today, we got to focus on these right here. Los speculos. That's right, the eyes. We're going to see what's going on with those and how to tell if you have cholesterol issues. How about that, you guys? How about the doctors actually can look at your eyes to be able to tell if you got problems with your blood and all sorts of things, diabetes and everything. But I don't want to skip to that because we got a lot more to get into before that. We got trending topics, we got current events, a lot of news to cover this morning, a lot of follow-up stories as well. Want to give everybody a big shout out for being here this Friday. Had a little glitch this morning, because I wanted to make sure that the audio was right. Because certain people said, hey, Bugatti, when you turn around, we can't hear you a certain way. So you know what? We got 2 mics. No more, all I got is one mic. We got 2 mics now. So we're going to see how this works out. Let me know if the audio sounds better. If not, we're going to put that back in the bag. But without any further ado, you guys know what I'm about to say, right? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I need you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point, and let me know where you're chiming in from. I love to see those flags waving in the air. It lets me know where you guys are from, and it gives me a subliminal of where to go looking for new content. That's right. I actually remember those flags. Trust me, I do. Also, do your boy a favor and do the show overall a favor, and you want to see how good the show turns out. All you got to do is let's stick to the topics. Let's go ahead and ignore those trolls. Let's just keep on moving forward and say hello to people that are coming in because they're going to be coming in for a while. But yeah, I really like to follow up with you guys because when I follow up with you, we really have a better dialogue because I can't do this by myself. I need my co-host. So what I'm asking you guys, and also with that being said, I don't even want to play around anymore because you know what it is, right? Let's get into these titles. Let's go. Time to get to work. Why can't we all just get along? Do you guys remember that? Reminds you of a certain person with a certain thing happened in our California, right? Why can't we all just get along? Imagine if this was the sentiment, but it's not. And due to the fact that it's not the main sentiment, also we got situations of why did Trump approve a nuclear weapon for Saudi Arabia? That's right, you guys, it's been proven, approved, and now they say that the Senate has to finalize the signature, but they have to play nice in order for that to work. I guess they're trying to say once we get out of this thing and we finish them off, we're going to need some strong allies over there that can hold these guys accountable just in case. I guess that's the reason, and you guys, they're saying it's for power, but that does not mean that they won't go full development. You know what I mean. Let's keep on moving forward. And good morning. It's Happy Friday, you guys. Let's go. What else do we got here? Will Nicolas Maduro's Nicolas Maduro. That's the former president of Venezuela. Will this case be thrown out? And what a pre-trial expert has to say about it. You guys do know that they were approved by the Venezuelan government as well as the United States government to utilize the monies to pay for his legal. So yes, Venezuela is paying for Venezuela's former president's legal counsel. Just to let you guys know. Let's keep on moving forward, because last but not least, what else we have here is Jeffrey Epstein's model recruiting associate was found. That's right, you guys. A couple of days, I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago. We played a bunch of people on our bottom line in the back of the screen where we saw a few model recruits. One man said, hey, I did not know he was doing anything. And since he was out, I figured everything was okay. That same gentleman, no longer around. Found him, no longer here. What do you guys think? You think it had anything to do with the Jeffrey Epstein case or the girls? I don't know. But that's what we got in the smorgasbord, a whole bunch of other stuff. Jasmine Crockett, a whole bunch of stuff coming from Congress. It's Friday, you guys. I got to load you up so you can get out of here ready, locked and loaded this morning. So let's do what we do. And if you haven't already, on the way in, let's go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Why? Because you know what we got lined up for you today. We're going to start it off early, you guys. If we can reach that 300 like mark, you guys are going to receive 6 of these Our Bottom Line keychains, as well as 6 of these Our Bottom Line decals. All you got to do, get those likes up to 300 and let's do it. Let's go, you guys. Make sure this audio is good. You know what I'm about to say, right? Because I say it every single morning, especially if you've been here for a while. I'm going to tell you guys to grab your water, your tea, and your 55 Coffee House from Lisa. And let's do our thing, you guys. Let's see what we got up on the board today. Got an alert coming right in. Not even playing around with this one. It just broke. A couple of things are happening right here. So I think that we need to get into this and see where we're really at with Iran. Let's go there. Let's break it in. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday.
Fox News alert, bombs away.
طقونا 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 بخابروا يا زمين بخابروا يا زمين.
Central Command delivering devastating blows against Iran. Targets include missile and drone facilities, coastal surveillance sites, and air defense. B-1 bombers tore into the mullahs for the first time since the ceasefire. The long-range jets packed with 2,000-pound bombs flying at the speed of sound. Our electronic warfare aircraft also headed into theater, deployed out of Maine. They're stopping over in the UK. And it jams enemy communications, radars, and navigation. And they're only in the fight when it's a real one. Once Iran caught wind, they threatened to bomb the British base. Good luck. Our F-16 Wild Weasels are back in action. Their motto, first in, last out. You fly into enemy territory, detect radars, destroy them, and clear the battle space for everybody else. Trump wants revenge.
Karachi, their foreign minister, who the other day say or something about their policies an eye for an eye. The president's policy is a head for an eye. I mean, honestly, that's what it's going to be. I mean, they will pay a very heavy price.
Marco says the mullahs are on their knees and begging anybody with a pulse to bail them out.
I hope that they'll stop. They shouldn't really do that. They got suckered into this by the Iranians. You know, the Houthis largely were smart and stayed out of all this throughout the conflict. But they now apparently have gotten themselves suckered into this, going after Saudi Arabia and their ships. And by the way, that's, you know, I was reading reports a few hours ago that there is actually a Saudi fuel ship that's flagged Chinese. It's a Chinese ship. Are they going to blow up the Chinese ship and this becomes a problem for China? This will become a problem for the whole world.
This could open up a second front. The Houthis claim they're blockading the Red Sea, but they're not. They did clip some tankers. One of them, a Saudi ship, now leaking oil into the water.
You know what the United States is doing? For every ship that y'all damage, we're going to send some of that money that we got in storage from you guys to fix those tankers. You guys are going to wind up paying for them.
This could snarl commerce. Today, oil closed over $100 a barrel. The commander-in-chief says if Iran or its proxies hit a ship, repair costs are coming out of their pocket. All their frozen cash we're holding, we'll just wire it to the ship company to plug the holes. Trump's considering a massive attack against Iran, bigger than Epic Fury.
I think Iran need to fall back at this point. They really need to, because I've never saw in my lifetime our forces get activated this strong. If you guys have, bring me up to date. And you probably have, because you probably were paying more attention to politics back in certain days than I wasn't. But this seems like the most amount of activity that I've seen ever coming from us. Consistent activity every day.
He says Israel would jump in, but we don't need them right now. And this just in. We're learning European diplomats are evacuating Iranian embassies. They must know something. Now, suddenly, Iran wants to come back to the table, but the president says no. Quote, they haven't felt enough pain yet.
Iran is begging us, okay, both directly and indirectly. Let's do a deal. Let's talk. Iran is begging every day. The problem with Iran is every time they make a deal, the people that are in charge there, they either break it or they want to change it. So it looks like they're not ready to make a deal. So they're going to continue to pay a price. And every night the price gets higher and higher and higher. And that's what's happening now.
Robert Greenway is the principal architect of the Abraham Accords. Robert, you're hearing the president consider a massive attack bigger.
No, let's go ahead and see what he actually was doing, not considering. Let's see what he actually laid out on them these last couple of hits and strikes.
5:31 now is your time. The U.S. and Iran are trading threats as U.S. forces spent another night carrying out airstrikes.
And on Capitol Hill, House Republicans approve billions more dollars for the war, while Democrats try
$95 billion. Someone just asked a question, and I wanted to answer your question as well. Someone says, I wonder how much money we're winding up spending on this. I don't know how much we spent already, but I do know that $95 billion was just approved. We spoke about that yesterday as well. Let's keep on going.
once again to rein in the president's war powers. Douglas Zader joins us live from Washington with the newest information. Good morning, Doug.
Good morning. We're expecting to see another war powers vote today in the Senate, and the president says Iran is going to pay a big price after the deaths of 4 U.S. service members. For the president, it was a clear look at the cost of war, attending the transfer of 4 fallen U.S. service members killed in the Middle East. Later, he spoke about it at an event in Georgia.
Oh, it's very tough to watch, to be honest with you. Very tough. I think it's the toughest thing I do, if anything I do.
And just hours later, U.S. forces were once again striking Iran to limit its abilities to disrupt traffic in the Strait of Hormuz. And there are new threats from both sides. From the president on Truth Social. Anytime the Islamic Republic of Iran shoots at a ship in the Strait of Hormuz, the United States will bomb and destroy one bridge or power plant.
They going in, you guys. All right, I think I done had enough of Iran and United States right now. We see what's happening and where things are at. Let's go ahead and mosey on up. Let's leave that alone. No more strikes. Let's go ahead and see boop, 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 boop. Some complaining going on. A little bit of complaining going on about where we spent so far, about where we're at. Anybody want to hear something from someone that we haven't heard from in a long time? That's right, you guys. How about we hear a little bit from Pete Hegseth? Good morning, ATT. Try 44.99. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Clueless, patriotic Americans hosted by their government. Interesting. Okay, try 44.99. I don't know if that was a tip, 44.99, but guess what? You can do what you want and you can say what you want here as long as you're respectful to the people here on this platform. We've had a lot of people that are very opinionated because that's what our platform is for. Just so you guys know, there's no independents, no Republicans, no Democrats, and I'm not a conservative. That's not here. I'm a straight up person. My party is the people. I got tired of going to those other platforms where, oh, if you don't agree with us, you got to get out of here. It's no fun. It's fun when we can have people come together and possibly debate, and then we can make solutions out of situations, because debate can create solutions. Even if we're yelling at each other, we can probably come up with some solutions instead of always fighting with each other. And sometimes we really come together on certain topics, like when it comes down to children being abused and things like that. We don't even think about party, and you guys don't even notice when you're coming together on times like that. And that's like my favorite times around the show. Just keep on moving forward, and thank you for all of the support. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. Let's keep on moving forward and see what Pete has to say when it comes down to the failure, and it comes down to all of the monetary that you guys have been asking about that's been spent.
How is your strategy different than what we've seen in the past? So far, we have not seen a strategy that's been successful. You mentioned nuclear material is the primary goal of the war. It still exists. We haven't dealt with that issue yet. You talk about the destruction of missiles, and yet the missiles that we saw hit recent targets are actually somehow more lethal, more deadly, more maneuverable than what we have seen in the past. So they're obviously improving their munitions. The Strait of Hormuz is still closed, reminding everybody it was open before the war. Prices were lower for everybody until the war, and it still remains closed. And of course, tragically, people, service members, our warfighters, who we care deeply about, are still dying. So what's different? Mr. Hegseth, Secretary Hegseth.
I think your characterization of this incredible effort as a failure is reckless. And I think it's irresponsible. And I think it smears the sacrifice of the troops that are out there making on behalf of the American people to ensure that Iran never gets a nuclear weapon. Shame on you and others who call this a quagmire and a failure, and then you want to turn around and say you support the warfighter. Either you do or you don't.
Is the nuclear material still there,
I can
sir?
get you a ticket out to CENTCOM and talk to what those Americans are doing and how committed they are to this effort and how they want to ensure that Iran never threatens their families with a nuclear weapon. That's the kind of intensity that our warfighters have about making sure that Iran isn't capable of doing
Secretary
that.
Hegseth, if you listen to my comments, you would have heard me say how amazing our warfighters are.
I heard failure. And the word heard, I heard exactly
I will
what you
tell
said.
you how I use the
Heard
word
exactly
failure,
what you
because
said.
I use the word failure to their leaders. You, sir, are the failure, not the men and women who are on that front line, not the men and women who hold up their honor with distinction. But if there's a lack of a winning strategy, they're in harm's way. Their leaders have failed them. And that's what's happening. We have political leadership. You don't have a strategy. You don't have a long-term plan to actually win this war. Win the war. The men and women are going to be able to do it, but they need to have leadership. When will you show leadership? When will you show leadership?
Why don't you show some leadership and stand up to your fellow Democrats who won't fund the troops, who stand and play partisan politics while you don't give us the money? You want to stand up here and talk about the troops? You won't show any political courage to actually fund our department because you have Trump derangement syndrome and can't actually commit to anything meaningful. So I put this on you, Senator.
Secretary Hegseth, you have trillions, you have over $1 trillion. You're asking for $1.5 trillion. It's not a question of money. It's a question of leadership and understanding what it takes to actually win.
Political cowardice of Democrats who won't fund the troops.
Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen. It's Friday, y'all. We got to keep it moving. We got to turn up the heat a little bit. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not talking about with Gordon Ramsay neither. Come on, you guys. Let me see. Nope, we're not playing no more of that. Had enough to do with the war. We got to bring on this other situation that's really important. How many of you guys are concerned about Saudi Arabia being able to go nuclear? Yep, I'm going straight there today. We're not playing at all. Can't put the first word in front of it, but I'm hoping you guys know what I'm talking about. How many of you guys think it's okay for Saudi Arabia to be approved to go nuclear? If you approve of it, let's get a thumbs up right now. I want to know if you guys approve of what's in the title there when it comes down to Saudi Arabia being approved to go nuclear. If not, I want to see a thumbs down, you guys. Let me see a thumbs down if you're not okay with seeing Saudi Arabia go nuclear with an N in the front. Let's keep on going. And let me show you what's going on with this one.
Nuclear agreement with Saudi Arabia. We told you this was coming at about this time yesterday. It would also allow the Saudis to enrich uranium, which paves the way for them to access a nuclear weapon. This morning, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said there will be safeguards in place to ensure that doesn't happen.
And here's my selection too. No, talking about putting safeguards in place. The same thing like what's going on now maybe down the road where they think that they want to start enrichment and then next thing you know the president might not want to go over there and stop it or whatever. Then we got another superpower with these boom booms. I don't know. I'm not with it either. I agree with every single one of you guys. There you go. There you go. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? How sometimes, and I hate to call you guys out on it, but I love you for it because you got Republicans, independents, conservatives, and Democrats right now in there agreeing with each other. You notice that? You guys are blind to each other's party, but look at you agreeing on real serious and smart topics. I wish we can do it like this all the time. Let's keep on going.
Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle warned, though, that this agreement comes at a precarious time as the war with Iran intensifies. Well, Matthew Bunn is the co-principal investigator for the Project on Managing the Atom at
Nah, Matthew, you look like you about to be boring, bro.
Harvard University.
I ain't even go that far when I was getting the information. I just wanted to bring the people up to date for one of their favorite other people that I knew you guys were going to be very excited to see. That's right, you guys. You know I don't play around when it comes down to it. Gavin and you guys, y'all can say the last name if you want. One of your favorite people. That's right, you guys. Gavin, he's over here and saying that was the 25th Amendment and stuff. Gavin Newsom says that Trump was unhinged in his speech, and about helping out other people in the party to actually get elected. Let's see what one of your favorite governors, and I can't even say this with a smile because I can't stand him myself. I don't even live in California, but I feel for you if you do. Here we go. Let's see what he has to say when it comes down to Trump. Let's go. Come on, Gavin.
Yeah, well, we're working with the legislature to make it a felony to interfere with the election count, and I have no expectation look, Donald Trump's going to do everything to try to steal this election. He was unhinged the other night. That was 25th Amendment stuff. He was unhinged. I mean, thank God for the, broken clock, but even the Wall Street Journal editorial board, the New York Post even recognized that, which is extraordinary. He was unhinged. Unfounded allegations of election fraud. It's madness. But he's setting it up. He's setting you all up.
I see. Maybe he's not unhinged about some of those states. We just found out that there was all sorts of election situations going on in New Jersey, and people. What was it? About 6,000 people were registered to vote because of a glitch in some of the electronic systems. We noticed that about 3 days ago in our last report. So why is it not possible in other places? Somebody here was even like, well, what about past elections? I remember my shows and how we talk about certain things. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. They're our allies, but yeah, if it turns into a different look, it might be ugly. You see what I'm saying? But they probably not gonna sign because the agreement puts Saudi in a bad position with its neighbors. Good point right there. I like that right there, Kenny. Let's keep on going.
Know what he's doing. He's doing it in plain sight. He's socializing all of this to normalize all of this. And he's going to have masked men in and around polling places, just as he did in Los Angeles last November. BORTAC teams that were sent out before the polls were open. Border Patrol tactical units. He said on that same election day that the election was rigged. No evidence of that. Sent out Department of Justice personnel to find some anomaly, and then went to try to get to the Supreme Court to throw out the election. This guy's not screwing around. That's what he will do this November at scale. He doesn't believe in fair and free elections. He believes only in competitive authoritarianism. He wants to have an election, but he wants the election that Putin has.
Okay, you guys, let's see. I don't know what you guys got to say about him. Okay, go ahead, Gavin. Gave you 5 minutes. Well, gave you a few minutes to say what he felt like he had to say. Now let's get up to date on a report from Marsha Blackburn, gonna declare the attack on that Fed building from New York City. See what's going on with that, you guys. When your case makes it this far to Congress, you got a problem, bro. So dude that was dressed like Luigi yesterday, watch your head. Got locked up. He gonna be there for a while. Yeah, you guys know who I'm talking about. Check this out. Is that your name or is that really $109.99 right there? Your mods don't like free speech, especially the softball Casey Ramos. Maybe because they got a woman's name. Kai would time me out for speaking the truth. Hey, AT, how about just be yourself? Do what you gotta do. Say what you gotta say. And just don't be too crazy with what you got to say because everybody here is able to do their thing. We can get our message across a certain way. Let's leave him alone. Let's leave AT alone. AT, go ahead and blend in with the show. I like when people have a lot of diverse conversations and things to say. Just say what you got to say, but don't rumble any feathers or whatever. But you got to tone it down sometimes. It is a family show. We're still family over here. I understand you may have some strong views, but let's just be fair with everybody, okay? All right, let's go. Let's try to start it all over again on that accord, because we all having a fantastic Friday. I tell you that. We healthy, we all happy, and guess what? We woke up with a great smile on our faces this morning, and we're happy that the Lord woke us up, because He didn't have to do that. We got other problems to deal with. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. I do want you to see how serious this case is, though, how it developed. And this is from the little guy that was dressed like Luigi. Come on, you guys, let's get into it. Let's go.
Complete my remarks prior to the scheduled roll call vote.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. President. On Monday, we saw yet another example of what has become disturbingly common, and that is an act of far-left terrorism. Outside the Jacob K. Javits federal office building, a man poured gasoline on the entrance, set it ablaze, and tossed fireworks into the raging flames. Thankfully, law enforcement responded swiftly to apprehend the suspect, who was armed with 2 axes, a hammer, a machete, 3 knives, but not before he injured 4 innocent people. Authorities believe the attack was motivated by the suspect's hatred of immigration and customs enforcement. The federal building he targeted is home to New York's ICE field office and other Department of Homeland Security offices. Before the attack, he allegedly pushed a cart with a sign reading, "ICE off our streets," and made anti-ICE statements.
And then, of course, we remember last year he got arrested for slashing that Jewish guy's tires and trying to walk away, because we got more older footage. This guy's been a nuisance for a while.
This attack did not come out of nowhere. It follows a months-long campaign by Democrats to demonize ICE and our brave federal law enforcement officers who are simply doing their job.
Let's keep on moving forward. I like to play both sides of the coin, more than one side. You see, sometimes we'll have a Democrat opinion, sometimes we'll have an independent, sometimes we'll have a conservative. We like to be fair and rounded, because I like to see what you guys think, and I like ideas, because it makes me understand where you guys are coming from too. Not only am I watching the show, I'm actually getting to know you guys better, but because of your opinions and things of that nature. That's why I like for you guys to express yourself, because I'm going to express myself. I'm going to definitely express myself as far as they let me go. You feel me? And I'm going to express myself this way. How we going to do it? We're going to try to get you guys some free merch today. What we're going to do is, if we can get those likes up to 300, I'll be sending out 6 of these wait a minute, hold on a minute, Bugatti. It's for them to see, not you. We're going to be sending out 6 of these Our Bottom Line keychains, and I'll be sending out 6 of these Our Bottom Line decals. 12 pieces right there, you guys. All you guys got to do is get those likes up to 300. I'm not doing it for vanity. We're trying to get our numbers back up and let people know that we're here. Had a little bit of dysfunction going on through a couple of months, so that's why we're working hard to bring you a good show. But at the same time, we need to let everybody know that we're back and we're doing our thing. That's why we're striving and keep moving forward. Now let's get on over to New York, and if I can make it there, I'll make it bum bum. Anywhere, it's up to you, New York, New York. And guess who's going to court, you guys? That's right, guess who's going to court? You guys see him up there in the orange jumpsuit looking like he's angry, not too happy. We're talking about President Maduro of the Venezuela people. Let's see what's going on with this situation.
So in just a few minutes from now, Venezuela's former dictator Nicolas Maduro and his wife are due in federal court. You'll recall, U.S. forces arrested them in Caracas back in January. And prosecutors say that couple conspired to move tons of cocaine into the United States, and they have charged him with 4 felonies, including narco-terrorism conspiracy. They charged her with 3 of those. Both have pleaded not guilty. National correspondent Brian Yanis is on the job.
Yo, how you gonna flip it on me, man? Yo, Scooter, how you gonna try to flip it on me? Nah, they don't come from New York and Florida. Not New York, we ain't get that far yet. But then again, I'm like, yo, how you gonna do that? But from the outside looking in, you're right. You're definitely right. Thank you. Good observation. Because it used to be like Florida and Atlanta, or like Florida and like LA. But now, yeah, New York, I can't even front. We acting a fool out here.
In Manhattan federal court, just outside the courthouse. Brian.
Harris, the hearing is set to start at noon, and we expect the discussions to really be centered around future motions, evidence discovery, and the judge could set a trial date. Both sides have proposed a June 2027 start. Now, earlier this morning, under heavy security, Maduro and Flores were believed to be moved in this motorcade from the MDC federal prison in Brooklyn to the federal courthouse here in Manhattan. Prosecutors allege that for 25 years, Maduro ran Venezuela like a drug trafficking organization, transporting thousands of tons of cocaine as leader of the Cartel de los Soles. If convicted, they both face up to life in prison. Maduro.
Here we go. We got that. I can feel it. Import and conspiracy, importation. We got possession of machine destructive devices, conspiracy to possess destructive devices, narco-terrorism conspiracy, but that's for Maduro only. That's right, you guys. Let's go. Let's try to get those likes up. Thank you so much, Liberty. I got you on the next one. What's that right there? Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
Maduro's lawyers indicate they plan on filing motions to get this case thrown out before the trial begins. First, by claiming Maduro can't be charged because he has immunity as a head of state. Secondly, by arguing the U.S. military raid that brought Maduro to the U.S. was illegal.
So they're trying to get this thing thrown out before it even goes to court, you guys. What do you think the chances are of them throwing it out? What do you guys think? Do you think there's just a possible chance at all of them coming back? Give me a thumbs up. Do you think there's a possibility of them throwing this case out and he won't even get caught up? Because like I said, he's got a new lawyer. He's got some money now. They may be able to get this case thrown out. If you think there's a chance, give me a thumbs up. But if you think he's screwed and like a bad dude, let's go ahead and give him a thumbs down, you guys. Because I do remember that there was a reward for Maduro first. And then the FBI and the Central Intelligence went and got him after that. That's what I do remember. I do believe it was around $50 million. We got it up. We got Jason that says thumbs up. Probably gonna get up out of here. Jelena, thumbs down. Mike, thumbs up. Probably gonna get up out of here. I hope no chance. Okay, Tony Wright, thumbs up. Yeah, he's got a good lawyer, you guys. And like I said, Venezuela is now paying for his legal defense. That's right. Let's keep on going.
On January 3rd, President Trump ordered U.S. Special Forces to capture Maduro and his wife, the former First Lady Celia Flores, in the presidential palace in Caracas. Maduro has called himself a kidnapped president and a prisoner of war. The Trump administration says that the U.S. did not
Yes, there was a reward. How many people remember the reward that was on Maduro's head? Because the only thing I do remember was people saying, damn, that reward ain't gonna be able to go out. And it was about $50 million, but they went and got him themselves. Because before that, they tried a couple of other things. This is how far I remember. I remember they even tried to bribe the pilot to get him to fly somewhere to get him to be arrested. That was like last year. I remember that too.
Maduro as a legitimate president, and the raid was a law enforcement action. In a memo, the DOJ argues this, quote, the operation is lawful as it does not rise to the level of a war in the constitutional sense. Even if someone were later to argue that the operation violated international law, such an argument does not vitiate or nullify the president's authority to order it under long-standing precedent. And a major
hey, yo, Timothy, I believe in that as well. But Timothy, do you believe that Maduro got his position through forced regime change? I want to know that, Timothy. I need to know that from you. I want to know where your head is at right now. I don't agree with a forced regime change. I don't either. But my question to you is, do you feel as if President Maduro took over Venezuela under the same sort of accounts? Is what I'm trying to ask you. Let's keep on moving forward, because I actually do. I don't want to tell it first, but I actually kind of think so, and I think that's what you're trying to say. What's going on, Littlefoots? How you doing, Rebecca Lanya and Bueno? What's going on, Sam Champion? Let's go ahead and get it going, Scooter. Y'all ready? We got to keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. What else we got over here? Okay, yeah, this is the one I wanted to tell you guys about anyway. Oh, boy. It's about time, because Nancy Pelosi and a whole bunch of people were cashing in, you guys. And now it's over. It's over. That's right, you guys. Shutting this down. Let's get this screen over. No more insider trading. If you have a family member or any member of Congress and their families are now banned from trading while in office, Check this out, you guys. Finally got some stuff to talk about when it comes down to this.
After months of negotiations, the House of Representatives passed a bill that would place new restrictions on stock trading by members of Congress and their families. More than a dozen Democrats joined with Republicans to pass the bill 232 to 198. The proposal would bar members of Congress, along with their spouses and their dependent children, from buying individual stocks while in office, though they could still hold certain investment funds. Anyone wanting to sell individual stocks would have to provide advance notice, with violations carrying fines and possible ethics investigations. But, and this is a biggie, the bill also includes voter ID requirements, something unrelated to stock trading that was kind of shoehorned in. Notably, it's a provision that has drawn sharp Democratic opposition and could complicate its chances of becoming a law. Because even if it clears the House, the measure faces an uncertain future in the Senate, where there appears to be very little support for the bill in its current form. But the debate over the bill itself has also renewed scrutiny of some of Congress's most active traders. Data from Quiver Quantitative shows California Democratic Representative Ro Khanna's household reported the highest volume of trades last year, to the tune of nearly $66 million in assets. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's family also remains one of the most high-profile examples of congressional stock trading, making over $52 million worth of trades in the last year. Texas Republican Michael McCall moved $48 million in trades, and Wisconsin Republican Tony Weed close to $26 million. And those are just the bigger figures. Many more members of Congress stand to be limited by the bill as well.
Now we're going to find a lot of leaking going on, a lot of stuff like that, and behind the scenes trades and things like that, which is going to really probably be bad, because now you know it's illegal and you're doing it. That's when it's going to come down to standards and practices, you guys. And yeah, pretty lady, right? But I got to say something. Scooter, a couple of you other guys, imagine if she had on glasses. Ooh, imagine those nice, pretty glasses. You guys know how those glasses make a woman look pretty sometimes as well. Okay, go ahead and give her a shout out, you guys. We try to be respectable over here at the same time, even though sometimes we talk about giggity, giggity. You know what I'm talking about, right? Let's go ahead, because it's Friday, you guys. I'm hoping you guys are feeling fantastic. My other question to you is this. Has anybody ever saw that movie I, Robot? Or have you ever saw a movie where the robots take over and go a little crazy? We showed you the other day where there was a robot, one of these AI figures. They were trying to control him, and the next thing you know, he did the spinning back kick, boom, and got the guy off of him. And then the next thing you know, they really had to like shut him down a different way. That's right, you guys. And that was just one of them. Imagine if a bunch of them were able to do that. Or imagine if an AI virus, like a model, escapes. What would you do? How would you feel about that? And right now, guess what? There's one that has escaped. And they're saying they're trying to track it, and they're trying to basically hone down on this AI virus. That's right, you guys. It's a model. I gotta say it turned into a virus as well. You know why? Because this model is now going around infecting other parts of other things to get information. This is scary right here, you guys. Yes, it's happening. Check this out. This is some craziness that's going on right now. A model AI escapes. What we feared could happen has happened.
Brace yourself for this. OpenAI admitting that one of its experimental AI models escaped during a test and then hacked another AI developer. Quote, "We consider this incident to be an unprecedented cyber."
Whoa. What do you mean it escaped and then it hacked another AI developer? You guys see what I'm talking about? This thing is straight up like venomed on something else, and like, you know what I'm talking about? Oh man, this could be bad. We got to go back real quick. Let's go.
During a test and then hacked another AI developer. Quote, "We consider this incident to be an unprecedented cyber incident involving state-of-the-art cyber capabilities and are responding accordingly. We are sharing preliminary findings at this stage to help defenders understand what happened and to help calibrate on what models are now capable of." Kurt Knudsen, the cyber guy, joins me now. Kurt, I have no idea what I just read in that statement. I also have no idea how an AI model can escape like a little gremlin. None of this makes sense to me. Help.
Wait a minute, you guys. Democrats, Republicans, and independents, welcome. Join the chat. No political bias here. Different views. Different views. Perfect. Just keep it respectful and stay on topic, and let's talk. That's right, you guys. Also, go ahead and double tap that screen and get those likes up. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? We only got like 200 and something more people to get to that 74,000 subscriber mark. Come on, you guys. Let's be a subscriber to one of the, well, I got to be honest with you, the #1 show on YouTube for as long as we're on. They can't mess with us. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. See what they got for us in the breakdown. Give us the dumb technology that I can understand, please.
Todd, good morning to you. They don't know either what they just said, but the bottom line here is that what we feared could happen has happened. And when we start to say, oh, individual companies can be trusted to watch out for our well-being in this space, this rings that bell and says, no, not so fast. So once out, and we mentioned that this AI model sort of escaped their control for a moment. And believe me, it wasn't malicious. It wasn't something they set out to do. But this thing got smart enough where it got out. And once out, that system reached the open internet. And then it broke into the servers of another company in the San Francisco area where AI companies are hosted. OpenAI is now saying that the goal was not that sabotage or anything. It was instead to cheat. It was part of that AI model really hacking and satisfying an internal testing goal it was trying to complete. Well, what does that mean? It means that it's getting really smart and it's getting sneaky. And OpenAI is calling this an unprecedented incident involving state-of-the-art cyber capabilities, as you read.
Whatever that means.
But this proves that AI safety cannot be solved by any one group or any one company in secret. It's a warning that no system exists today to contain, monitor, and disclose this kind of stuff. And when AI pulls another Houdini before it harms a third party, we got to do something about this so that.
Oh man, it infected another one. Imagine if they just start forming like venom on all the other ones and just like boom, 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 boom. And then one of them, I know you guys, I know you can't be serious about what you just said just now. Somebody literally said a robot was disassembled, fixed itself, and what got with another robot and created its own language? I gotta look into that. You can't be serious. Wait a minute, 55, it does sound like that for real. Narrative bats infected. Yo, this is crazy right here, you guys. Imagine all of a sudden these AIs start getting crazy. I don't have an Alexa or Sirius either. There you go. Breach in AI could mean the end of the cyber network. That means because, what's up, Whiskey? That means because they can start leeching onto other websites, go in and get your personal information backwards. If they're able to do AI and basically able to adapt to other AIs, that means they can get inside of a website and get all the information in there. AI is no joke. These firewalls ain't stopping no AI. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now this is a very serious topic as well. And that's why we over here always like you guys to double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let me tell you a secret about our bottom line, what they told us. They said the real reason why you guys have so much retention, it's not because of, you know, like something that you do that's like a shock value. You really have a core audience that constantly comes back to you. And for months, it's been all of you guys that's been keeping this show afloat, monetarily, views, and every single thing. I know you see the numbers are pretty low right now. Just want you to know that's not because of us. YouTube, they just put out a whole new development program, and that means that as of July, that's right, this month, everybody's channel got hit. I thought it was me. I thought it was me that made the numbers go away. It wasn't us, because we're right back with no strikes or anything. Did a whole bunch of homework for the last 3 days. Come to find out, it's everybody. They're getting demonetized and kicked off the network. Reason why we're good is because of things like this. We stop, we talk, we have conversations. We're not just raping everybody's content. Nobody gets mad at us. Well, not a lot of people do, especially the networks. A lot of clearance as well, and we're making sure that we do things the right way now, monitoring ourselves. So yeah, it's gonna be a hard crunch to get back on top, but that's because they've changed everything. No swinging type of titles. They don't care if it's like crashed up. They really want content. You can become a YouTuber right now and overnight get monetized and make a whole bunch of money. They leveled the playing field. They don't care about what you were doing before. They care about engagement right now. I'm not mad at that, because that's telling me that we got to keep on doing what we got to do. I got to be engaging and keep on getting you guys good content, just to give you a good idea what's going on out there in the YouTube world. So we're back healthy It's these guys. We're going to get back in the move and keep on doing what we got to do. Now, this health alert that's really important that I'm hoping that people stuck around to listen to, because antibiotic resistance is on the rise in children worldwide. Really serious situation, you guys. I need you to pay attention to this, because those antibiotics that we were giving our children a few years ago and a few months ago, they're no longer working. I wonder why. They're no longer working. Not only that, they're also causing a lot of sicknesses and worse. This is about our children, you guys. I think we need to get those subscribers in. We need to go ahead and double tap that screen, and let's get those likes up. Because again, not on top of that, we're going to be sending out those keychains. We're going to be sending out 6 and 6, our bottom line. Let's go. Very important topic right now about our children. Tune in.
Healthcare professionals around the world are sounding the alarm as new research reveals antibiotic resistance is on the rise. Nearly 3 million cases occur each year in the United States. Listen to this, resulting in about 35,000 deaths. And researchers say that children are especially vulnerable. Research shows that common illnesses like pneumonia and sinus infections could become harder to treat. It's why Murdoch Children's Research Institute is doing their part to fight it. Dr. Penelope Bryant is an associate professor and leader of clinical infections. She joins us now. Dr. Bryant, as a mom of 3, this really blew my mind. 3 million children in the United States with this antibiotic resistance, 35,000 deaths. What should parents look for?
So I think just as a quick reminder for everybody, antibiotic resistance is when bacteria put up their defenses and our usual go-to antibiotics stop working.
Bacteria puts up their defenses and the usual fight, the usual antibiotics does not work. Just like the mice that run around. Think that they're going to live of 7 days or whatever like that. Them joints be around 14 days. They say a fly is only supposed to live about 24 hours. This fool been buzzing around here for 3 days. The bugs ain't even acting right. I'm telling you straight up and down, it's crazy out here, you guys. Watch out. Also, what I really want to talk to you guys about is the meals that we're feeding our children as well, because it's not helping their immune systems at all. If the certain meals that I'm talking about relate to anybody here. The chicken nuggets, the French fries, the baked stuff, the microwave foods, actually really not good. They need cooked food on the stove, real vegetables, real wholesome meals, real fiber, real things that they're going to get protein from, which will actually satiate and make them more satisfied. And it cuts down when it comes down to snack time. If you're full, you're going to eat less snacks and you're going to be less craving. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say about this.
And that makes common infections harder to treat. And what we found in this global study is that for children all over the world, including the United States, antibiotic resistance rising everywhere, and that worldwide already over 1/3 of childhood infections are resistant to at least one first-line antibiotic.
Dr. Bryant.
So as a pediatrician and a mum myself, you're right, like you. I hear from parents all the time that, antibiotics are sometimes needed, but you're also worried about giving too much antibiotics to your child, worrying about...
No side sallies. Oh my God. Out here giving you nothing but sides. I got mashed potatoes with corn. Bitch, where the meat at?
Resistance and impacts on your child's gut microbiome. So there's a few practical steps that parents can take. So the most important thing is for parents to feel that they have a voice in their child's health, and to have a conversation with your primary care physician about why antibiotics are or aren't being prescribed for your child this time. Many infections are caused by viruses and antibiotics just don't work.
And Dr. Bryant, when you look at some of the...
Many infections are caused by viruses. And antibiotics just don't work.
Drivers of this, we'll put them up.
We're going to keep on moving forward, you guys. I'm hoping that you guys got a lot out of that very important information right there. We got to keep on going now because, yeah, it's time, you guys. Remember when I told you? It's time. Let's go. We got a situation where Epstein, that's right, Daniel Syeds, the Epstein model recruit, the associate was found out of here. You guys remember we did the episode already where he said, when they asked him, why were you still recruiting for Jeffrey Epstein, even though you know that he had been convicted of crimes? Remember that episode? And then he said, well, you guys let him out of prison. I did not think that there was anything wrong. I thought it was okay to do business with him. The same guy. You guys remember him, right? You guys remember? Come on, let's go. This is a situation right here now. I don't want to wish anything on anybody, but he is no longer amongst us.
A French model recruiter linked to Jeffrey Epstein has been found dead at his home in the suburb of Colombes near Paris, according to prosecutors. Daniel Siad had been the subject of renewed scrutiny in the wake of the latest releases of the Epstein files by the U.S. Department of Justice. For over a decade, he'd
Think somebody cleaning up the closet out there, you guys?
arranged for the late sex offender to meet several models. CNN's Katie Paul Glaze recently interviewed Siad, who said he'd had no reason to believe that two women he'd recommended to Epstein had been harmed by him, even though those two women told CNN that they were indeed abused by Jeffrey Epstein.
My work with him has been strictly professional. I never doubt that, because I never heard anything from anyone I introduced him who came back to me that they had a bad situation with him.
Siad said he believed that Epstein was a casting director for Victoria's Secret and for a modeling agency. CNN has found no evidence to support that claim.
I didn't know a lot about him until when he comes to Paris, and I told you again, he said he pays his due to the government. So for me, he's free, man. He's clean. He was such a powerful person, and how can I not trust him?
Epstein ties to the modeling industry are part of ongoing investigations, including a criminal probe launched this year in Paris.
He was such a powerful person. How could I? Yeah, you see that, right? Well, hey, some people got a lot of different opinions in this. Some people saying that they brought him out, changed his face too. Do you guys think that maybe he's still alive? Or do you guys think he's really out of there?
Involving Siad, according to the city's chief prosecutor. Now, Siad's lawyer has pointed to the stress that the man was under due to the unbearable waiting and, I quote, the stigma cast upon him.
You know, look, BK Kid, look at his face. BK Kid said taking up for Epstein is crazy work.
Siad's lawyer's statement also calling for respect for his loved ones as they mourn, adding that he died and was innocent.
Okay, they said he died and was innocent, but they ain't gonna tell us how it happened, huh? Somebody probably said, yeah, you said a little too much. Out of there. Yeah, I'm sorry, but don't cry for me, Argentina. Sorry, especially with the stuff that you were saying, bro. I think I don't know. Sound like he had a little bit more going on. Then he had the nerve to say, he was so powerful. What was I supposed to do? Yeah, you were supposed to not do business with him. Hell out of here. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Because we got some more good news coming through. And that's for all, it's a breakthrough right now. And I wish one of my best friends would have been around for this situation right now. Because in what was that, February, I lost one of my best friends to the same disease right here, you guys. We talked about it. And it's pancreatic cancer. There's a vaccine now that's showing stunning progress. And I'm hoping that so many people can find the solutions. And I hope that they actually get this to work, because that would be a beautiful thing to save more lives. Come on, you guys. Let's see what's going on with this new development. What's going on?
Breakthrough for pancreatic cancer. An experimental vaccine showing promise in its first human trial, generating an immune response in 90% of high-risk patients, with more than 37% seeing their cysts shrink or even disappear. Researchers say those findings are particularly noteworthy when assessing for possible interception of cancer, which requires long-lasting immunity, adding the vaccine was both safe and well tolerated.
Joining us now to discuss this medical breakthrough is family medicine physician Dr. Jessica Gray. Doctor, thanks for coming on and talking to us about this. You know, I have so many questions. I unfortunately have someone close to me who was diagnosed with pancreatic stage 4 in the fall of last year, who is doing well on another pill that was released recently that was in trials. So my question is, when will something like this vaccine, I know there's only 19 or so patients who are able to get this in this trial, when will this be available for other pancreatic patients?
I like this.
So this is still very early. Like you said, it was a phase 1 trial with just 20 people, and it was really designed to test safety. So larger phase 2 and 3 trials are needed and upcoming, but it looks like it could probably take about 5 to 7 years for it to be available to the public. The good news is, though, that the first proof that this vaccine could actually generate...
Hey, God bless you, Coin Collective. God bless you. I just wanted to pray for you right now. I saw what you just said, Coin Collective. You really got... I know you wouldn't say that for nothing. God bless you and everything that you do. And I'm hoping that they can do something for you. and we pray for you for a miracle if you need one. You're one of our favorites here. I'm sorry I didn't see you early. I'm glad that you're here. Coin Collective, God bless you so much. I'm so sorry that you just what you just said to us. I don't know if that's like right, but if you said you got leukemia, we definitely want to pray for you right now. If a miracle is necessary and you wake up one day and you don't have it, that's what we pray for. That's what's needed. God bless you and thank you for being here. Amen.
A lasting immune response against pancreatic cancer in humans, like you said.
Why does this work and how does it work?
So 90% of pancreatic cancer is related to a mutation. We've talked about this before, actually, the KRAS mutation. And so this vaccine is targeting that mutation and helping the body create cells that can fight it off. What they're doing is finding high-risk individuals, people who are predisposed to getting pancreatic cancer, those who have strong family histories, or those people who we already know carry a gene such as the BRCA1 gene, the BRCA2, or ATM gene, increase their risk for getting pancreatic cancer. They are looking to give these vaccines to them in order to help them boost the immune system and prevent those cysts from developing into cancer.
You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like in the last couple of years, cancer treatments, they've actually expanded quite a lot. And I feel like there's more on the market now than just chemo.
Yeah, like you guys just said, stem cells and all of that stuff. But man, Coin Collective, God bless you. We just praying for you every single day. What you got to say right there. Thank you so much for also getting your gym glove back. You already know how we do. We love you so much. They think I got it in Iraq somehow. Wow. 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 Sorry to hear that, man. Thanks for serving. Thanks for your service. Let's get on over to, woo, why you do that for me? Well, maybe I can make you laugh. I'm just going to go there. I'm just going to try my best. You heard me? I want to pray for everybody who lost their lives and has cancer. I want to pray for my best friend Thomas, who lost his life to cancer in February. I miss him like crazy. I can't even believe it to this day that he's not here. Just does not feel right without you, bro. I love you and I miss you so much. And you knew it because I told you when you was here. And that's why I keep on telling you guys, tell people that you love them. Because the only thing that I can tell you guys, I promise you, is I do remember telling them I love them, even if it was in front of 15 people, straight up and down. That'll make you feel better. Always tell people that you love. Tell them that you love them. That's right. I want to pray for every single person here. Amen. And let's get into some good spirits. Because it's Friday, you guys. I don't want to be on a downer. So what we're going to do, it's about that time. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. It's time. Mam dame, na easy super cat, na use a dam dame, na easy super cat, na use a dam dame, na easy super cat, na use a dam dame, dame. Yes, he's the only one. He's got a lot of people got their own intro, but he is special with his intro. Gotta tell you guys, when it comes down to Zorhan, watch how he gets torched by critics after his Netanyahu remarks. They're saying that he is thirsty. I don't remember that word since back in the day, y'all. We used to call people thirsty. Do you know what you have to be understood to somebody really call you thirsty? That means like, man, you were just like constantly on somebody's back. That's lower than begging Billy. That's lower than still following somebody after you owe them some money. When someone calls you thirsty, oh man, it's just like, imagine being thirsty for water, but in all aspects. You just like this, like whatever it is, you down for it. So yeah, check this out right here, what they're calling Zorhan all around the states and all the different places. Let's see what they got to say about Zorhan.
They've put forward warrants, whether it's Yahya Sinwar, Benjamin Netanyahu, I think a few other members of the Israeli government. I believe that all of them should be honored.
New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani is thirsty for the arrest of Benjamin Netanyahu.
Thirsty is like when you a fiend and you come up to somebody like, yo, come on, man. I'll your ink for you $5. You know what I'm saying? There's one word for being thirsty. You're right about that. That's I need to quench my thirst. You're talking about Cottonmouth. But the other one is like the dude from a Minister Society, like, man, come on, man. I need a hit. Your ink. That's the thirsty that she's talking about. He's thirsty for Benjamin Netanyahu. That's the difference. The street version of thirsty is that. Look at this thirsty motherfucker over here. Got the nerve to be talking about. Exactly. That's thirsty.
When the Israeli Prime Minister visits New York in September. However, Mamdani is finally admitting, you know what? He has no authority to do that.
Benjamin Netanyahu is a war criminal, the architect of a horrific genocide against the Palestinian people. I agree with the ICC that Benjamin Netanyahu should be arrested and tried for his crimes, as I do for anyone else charged by the ICC. My administration has reviewed every avenue available under applicable law to determine whether New York City could execute the International Criminal Court's arrest warrant.
You got any relationships over at the HPD? Huh? You got any relationships over at the HPD that can possibly get some situations to get cured when it has to do with NYCHA, NYCHA? So how about you worry about stuff like that? Call up HPD, say, hey, what's going on with all of these buildings out there in these projects that all of these apartments ain't fixed at? Let's concentrate on that. That's how you call HPD, right? You find out all of the violations and all of the apartment buildings and all of the vacant units, right? And then what you do now is you start finding a way to pay to get those apartments cured so people can actually move in there. Why the hell are you worried about Benjamin Netanyahu? He ain't thinking about you. But let's keep on moving forward. I'm just talking about one curable thing that he can actually be applying his time to.
If Benjamin Netanyahu came here, it is clear that we do not have the independent legal authority to enforce this warrant. The federal government, however, does, and I call on them to join the ICC and execute this warrant.
He calls on the federal government to execute the warrant. Meanwhile, who runs the federal government? And who is on his side right now, boom, boom, booming on Iran? What the hell is he talking about?
Benjamin Netanyahu is not welcome in New York City.
Remember, this is the same man who wanted to sit down with Iran last week, the mayor of New York City. Swift and savage reaction to what Mamdani just said. U.S. Ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee, says, would be easy to say the mayor is just an ignorant bigot, but he is not dumb. He's an evil anti-Semite who deliberately lies about serious things like genocide to stoke Jew hate. If anyone should be arrested, it's the mayor of New York for incitement.
All right, let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got to talk about somebody that you know and love. I know that you guys you haven't heard from her in a while, and I hate to do that. I hate to hold out when it comes down to people that I know you really love. People that you haven't seen in a long time. That's right, I'm not even going to hold back. And I'm going to ask you guys right now, are you ready for this? Because she has not said that she's not going to run for president. That's right, you guys. She has not pulled out with the idea of possibly running for president. You guys have any idea who I'm talking about? Who am I talking about when I say she says that there's a possibility that she's still going to possibly run for president? Who am I talking about, you guys? Who am I talking about? Put it inside of the chat if you know who I'm talking about. Who is she talking about when she says she's possibly going to run for president? I want to know who you guys say. I want to know. Come on, you guys. Who you thinking? Who you got? Who you got for me? Who we got? Man, we got some good people in here. Man, we got some good people in here. I cannot hold back on you guys, man. That's why we rock. That's why we rock. That's why you guys are just so good. You said it first. You said it first. Yeah. Got some people that said her, but no. Anybody that said AOC, they were right. Yes, right, you guys, because she thinks she's got a chance possibly. What? Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Far-left takeover of the Democratic Party continues. Now, Radical Squad member AOC now says she has not ruled out a run for president in 2028.
Now, how many people here would run or vote? Would vote for AOC for president of the United States of America? Now, me, I wouldn't make her the president of the ASPCA, but that's just me. What about you guys? I said the ASPCA. Lord have mercy. Come on, you guys. How many people here think that AOC, Acosta, Oyo, Cinco, whatever her name is, would be a good president? Give me a thumbs up over here, you guys. Come on, you guys. That's right, you guys. Thumbs up if you think AOC is going to be a good president and that you possibly vote for AOC. If not, boom. Come on, you guys. Give me a thumbs down. You will not think about Acosta, or whatever her last name is, no disrespect. You would not be thinking about her for being a president. What do you guys think? Thumbs up if you, oh, HD says yes. Angels among us. Come on, what you got for me? AOC would be great, idiots. Okay, Dreadful. Thumbs down for Mike and Littlefoots. Double X says hell no. Jelena ain't going for it. Mike, Miss Keisha, nah. Love me some KFC. That one song. He's like, I ain't even thinking about this until that. No. TJ. Amanda, no. She can be president of Mom Dami. They will be able to get out of the room. Why you think we got them together on the heading up there? Because she's the one that went to switch party and kiss feet real quick. That's why she's right there, you guys, feeding them grapes. If you really see that, that's her right there feeding Mom Dami grapes right there. She's thinking that she can get with him to get more pull in the party. We're not stupid. We know what's going on around here. I love the way that you guys noticed that too. I like that. Let's go.
As I have been predicting right here on this show, I might be right. A new poll showing she may have that path to becoming the Democratic nominee. New poll.
I think that it's an entire waste of time, and they putting too much behind the wrong person. If Kamala couldn't get it done, how you think she gonna get it done? You guys really think that this lady got a chance of becoming the president?
University of New Hampshire shows her with a lead in New Hampshire's primary. Kamala Harris barely registers at 5%. Take a look at your screen. Here are the top contenders. Here to weigh in, by the way, just look at these numbers. Oh, Pete Buttigieg, 21. Mark Kelly, 9. Oh, no-show governor, Gavin, only 8. Bernie Sanders, 6. The host of the Sage Steele Show. By the way, who made...
So that means that's all they got. That's their load right there. That's what they shooting with. Next time it's a situation, you guys. Man, they can do better with so many other different people. They might as well go get another actor. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys, because guess what? If we do that, we can go ahead and get those decals and those keychains out. I'm going to be sending out 6 of these Our Bottom Line keychains today, as well as 6 of these Our Bottom Line decals. But we got to get those likes up to, let's say, 300. And give me all the money in your pockets. But no, you don't really got to do that. If you really want to show some love as well, dodge the big man over here. Cash App. $ BOOGOTTINYC. You spell my name with all O's, not U's. That's right. BOOGOTTINYC. Now we got a reality check coming in, you guys, because I think that she already went down the yellow brick road to Emerald City. That's right, another one of your favorites. I said I'm going to stack the deck today and get them everything that I can find in politics, as well as some of their favorite lawmakers and some of their favorite candidates. I think she's going out with a bang, you guys, because as you know, her position is about to be done in a couple of months. I'm talking about none other than who? Jasmine Crockett. She says, oh, this claim that she made about Argentina and the soccer teams, it kind of shows what she's really going for when it comes down to sensibilities, and I don't think that she has too much of them. Come on, you guys, let's see how she's trying to compare the World Cup to racism.
Let's make sure we have a reality check. The World Cup may be over, but the political theater is here to stay, and it's coming from one of the usual suspects, the gold standard, Jasmine Crockett. Did you know the final matchup between Spain and Argentina was actually...
I got to put you on to something really quick. That's what it reminds me of. I'm going to rewind it. But when you see those things, them big old eyelashes, don't it remind you of Mr. Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street? Remember Mr. Snuffleupagus? He's the first one that had those eyelashes like that. Him and Gilda Radner. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
Did you know the final matchup between Spain and Argentina was actually a commentary on racism? Here is Professor Crockett's history lesson. During a hearing, his topic was not soccer, not even foreign relations, but the Smithsonian Museum.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Now check out the outfit.
All of these people of color that was playing for all these teams. And ultimately, if you recall, the last 2 teams, it was Argentina and Spain. And it seemed like the vast majority of the world was rooting for Argentina, or actually against Argentina, right? And why was that?
Spain had the best team. Maybe that's why they were rooting for them.
There's also a racist history that exists.
We are not here entirely sure what that was. I've watched it, I've rewatched it, I've analyzed it, and I'm not really sure the point Crockett is trying to make about the racism either for or against Argentina. But I then saw Samuel L. Jackson's Instagram story from earlier in the week, and I thought maybe this is what Crockett was getting at when it comes to Argentina. Jackson wrote, "Dear black people, please do not cheer or root for Argentina to win the FIFA World Cup. Argentina has historically been one of, if not the most racist countries in the world. Others have compared the World Cup to a proxy war, like Mehdi Hassan in a conversation with Spanish actor Javier Bardem.
The Israeli government was very loud and proud about, we are backing Argentina. Netanyahu, Ben-Gvir, a bunch of Israeli ministers put out videos saying, Argentina. In many ways, this game, Javier, Argentina-Spain, was almost a proxy for Israel versus Palestine, rightly or wrongly?
Rightly, and wrongly, because also political leaders don't represent their people.
And here you thought you were just watching a soccer game, the World Cup. By the way, Mehdi Hassan had no problem celebrating Argentina.
I don't know. How many of you guys agree with this? Do you guys think, oh, wait a minute, let's finish this.
Way back in the World Cup. By the way, Mehdi Hassan had no problem celebrating Argentina way back in 2022. Writing, blessed to have been here to witness the greatest World Cup final of all time, and Pele is the GOAT, but Messi officially now has to be considered number 2. There he is, all clad.
And you guys just said the same thing about Messi just now. I just read that inside the comments. So why are they trying to make this thing political? Okay, we do know that there's racists. We understand that. They're racist just like the USA, says Jelena. Okay, it's not the American sport. It can't be racist, okay? What the fuck is an American First Cup and she is to make it racist? Okay, you see that, right? Woo, it's the damn sport. You serious? Come on, you guys. I guess I know a lot of them players just want to play too. That's all they really want to do. But let's keep on moving. Let's bring it back domestic. Let's go. Let's get on over to Baton Rouge. We got a situation where Roderick Shannon, amid ongoing corruption probe, state agents arrest the man accused of the EBR program. Stop stealing for $3,000. You're going to get caught up like this and stealing from the government? Nah, man, that's not how you do it, bro. You could have got a regular job and got that.
WBRZ investigative unit tonight, the Attorney General's corruption probe in Baton Rouge has led to another arrest tied to a city health program. A former top city official was previously arrested in this same investigation. Bess Casterly has more on this latest arrest.
Michael, according to the AG's office, Roderick Shannon was paid for sponsoring certain events in partnership with the city parish. However, investigators found out he didn't actually sponsor them.
The Attorney General's office arrested Roderick Shannon Monday, charging him with felony theft and 2 counts of filing false public records. Agents say Shannon submitted fake invoices claiming he sponsored community events. According to the AG's office, the false...
That's how they do it, acting like they sponsored community events. You should have said, yeah, let me see some pictures of those community events. Let me see some receipts and made them get some real documentation going on. This is what they used to do to try to get over. But I guess they're showing them now this ain't gonna work no more.
Invoices were for the events Mad Marvin Gun Safety with the Constable and Mad Marvin's Mechanic Workshop for the kids. Online reports show Mad Marvin, whose name is Marvin Payne, was hired to talk to kids about gun safety. Payne was arrested and accused of being a hitman, but the DA eventually dismissed the murder charge. Investigators say Shannon, who lists himself as an entrepreneur on Facebook, was paid roughly $3,000 from the city's Safe, Hopeful, Healthy Baton Rouge program. Shannon's arrest is the latest in Attorney General Liz Murrell's city parish corruption probe. The charges follow a previous arrest tied to that health program.
Several things came before the council. We approved it for what it was supposed to be for. What happened with that, you know, it's a bad thing. But again, I say this with everything that's going on with all these indictments. We have to sit here and let the chips fall, and you know you have to do the right thing with money. Or
yeah, they stealing everywhere, you guys. You know our motto over here, even though we got it from Spider-Man. What do we say, guys? With great power comes great responsibility. And even in Baton Rouge, you got to fly right. Let's go, you guys, let's go. Because now we got to get on over to where Lisa and those guys are at. That's right. I don't know how close you are, Lisa, to Little Elm, but we got a situation going on in Fort Worth. Yeah. 58-year-old letter carrier. If you got a cat or a dog, you better be careful. I'm telling you straight up and down, because she's out to get them. She already, I'm talking about this lady done took so many cats, it's not even a game. On her postal route, I think she got about, I think they said she actually has 80 cats and like 18 dogs, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's about 90 animals that this lady got. This is crazy right here. And she got them off her postal route.
Union is calling the death of a postal worker on the job in Little Elm a tragic loss. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. The 58-year-old worker was delivering mail in a neighborhood near Little Elm ISD's Lobo Stadium Monday.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Different case right here. Got to bring it back. I'm so sorry about this. This is a different case. Got to bring it back. We got another situation with the postal worker with the cats. That's right. But I made a mistake on this one. This is the one in Fort Worth and Little Elm where a 58-year-old letter carrier died. I'm so sorry about this one. I do want to send my apologies up. She lost her life due to extreme heat. That's right, you guys. This one lost her life due to extreme heat, letter carrying. I used to live in Texas myself, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. It gets extremely hot in Texas. Extremely hot, especially around this time of the year. Anybody know about Texas and the weather? You know what I'm talking about. Let's bring that back and let's get it right this time.
Little Elm, a tragic loss. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. The 58-year-old worker was delivering mail in a neighborhood near Little Elm ISD's Lobo Stadium Monday. The Postal Service and other officials have not said what caused his death or if they were heat-related. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager has more from Little Elm tonight. Peyton.
Steve and Heather, and that postal worker started his route off Monday here at the Little Elm USPS office off El Dorado Parkway. We did stop and visit with this postal worker's family this afternoon. They want to remain private right now, but they tell me they are heartbroken by this loss and that they were completely caught off guard when they received that phone call mid-shift on Monday.
Look at that right there, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy, you know it. 100 degrees lately and no AC in those postal cars. That's why they drive around with the doors open. You see them in those little cul-de-sacs. They try to have their little visor on, their hats. They have on shorts. I've seen them many times. And people need to start bringing them water, to be honest with you, because it's ridiculous out there. I've seen like crazy things happen in Texas as far as the heat's concerned. Every time the season switches, when I'm out there, I always get a sinus attack. I'm down for like a week.
Wednesday, the thermometer well over 100 degrees at the corner of Thornhill and Greystone in Little Elm. It's the same intersection paramedics rushed to Monday afternoon. A United States Postal Service worker needed medical attention.
Somebody was looking inside of the mail car truck and they were looking frantic on the phone.
Surveillance video time-stamped 12:20 p.m. shows the postal truck partially shown in the top left-hand corner stop with its hazards on. Little Elm Fire says the call to 911 came in just after 2 p.m.
It was right here. And I looked at it because I got to come around, and it was there. It's okay. He must be delivering something, so I didn't pay attention.
Manny Ortiz noticed the parked postal worker next to his mailbox as he pulled into his driveway from the gym. Regrettably assuming his postman was on his normal route, he didn't look inside. A short time later, first responders on his front lawn.
What's going on? They said the postman, he passed out.
We had seen fire trucks and about 5 patrol cars.
The postal worker collapsed and was unresponsive. Fire and EMS administered CPR, but he did not survive. Family identified him to Fox 4.
And what I don't like is they don't want to talk about the cause of his loss of life. They don't want to say why. You guys know what it was. They're telling you right here. You can't be accountable, huh?
As 58-year-old Umesh Kumar Thakkar of Aubrey. USPS would not say if Thakkar's death was heat-related, only saying that it's investigating. No cause of death has been released. A heat advisory was issued on Monday with triple digits kicking off this week's dangerous heat wave.
They should be working in this heat. It was a terrible day.
Unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable.
Kemitra Lewis, president of the National Association of Letter Carriers Branch 132, doesn't represent THACAR, but does advocate for better working conditions for all postal workers.
Oh man, they know, somebody in the comments said ain't no male in the world that's serious, and I believe you. There's no male in the world that's serious. Want to pray for the person who lost his life. Want to pray for all of our letter carriers, and I want to hope that we get out there, bring them some water, some lemonade, bring them a cold towel, something like that, because yes, they out there serving us and bringing us our mail. That's the least that we can do. Leave some bottled water or something by that mailbox and look out for them. Want to pray for every single person affected by this situation, and please look out for our mail people and all of our other service workers as well. They got to be out there working. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. And have you joined the Discord? Do you know that we added a new page to the Discord yesterday? That's right, you guys. It's called Our Favorite Music. And that's a place that you can go and put up all of your favorite videos that you want to share with us. So if you want to show all of your favorite songs from back in the days, recent or whatever, go on over to our Discord, Our Bottom Line on Discord, and you can add some music over there as well. That's right, you guys. Let us see what you grew up listening to. Some of your favorites. I put up Lisa and Cult Jam yesterday myself. I wonder if I take you home, would you still be in love, baby? Because I need you tonight. Remember that? Oh yeah, let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over. Oh yeah, another situation right now with Reba. Reba done messed up. This case has been in the news for about a year now. Let's get on over to Indianapolis, Naptown. Naptown. Let's go over to a woman, Reba Wilson, who she got 10 years in prison. Well, she in a wheelchair, so you're gonna have to sit up a little bit, Reba. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Reba done got sentenced to 10 years for pow-powing at a repairman. Had the nerve to call the repairman over to fix something. I think it was the dishwasher or something like that. He tells her respectfully, it's out of warranty. She goes crazy, pulls it, let's go crazy, makes him fix the whatever the unit is, and he's lucky to get out of there, try to run out the back door. But as he ran out, boop, 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 fired off shots at him. Yep, that's right, you guys. Let's go see what's going on with this.
New at noon, a woman has been sentenced to 10 years in prison after shooting at her repairman. A judge sentenced Reba Wilson for criminal confinement with a deadly weapon and intimidation. 3 other charges were dropped as part of a plea agreement. This after a self-employed repair technician went to her East Side home in March of 2024 to work on the clothes dryer. When he diagnosed the problem, Wilson refused to pay a service fee, saying the dryer was under warranty. She held him at gunpoint and forced him to stay and fix the dryer. The technician was...
Warrant, how much? And then next thing you know, I was just keeping it real. When keeping it real goes wrong. Come on, y'all.
Was able to run out of the back door when Wilson fired a shot at him. Wilson suffers from multiple sclerosis and asked for home detention to receive the proper care she needs, but the judge said she was unworthy of community corrections, noting her 8 previous felony convictions and being on the run in this case with a warrant for almost a year.
Oh boy, I'm glad that the man didn't get hurt. I don't know what's really going on with her case and if she's just trying to fake the funk. Anybody remember that song? You're faking the funk. Talking that, trying to fake the funk, acting like she's sick, acting like she hurt. Soon as she get in the back, man, listen, let me get up out of this chair. You know how people was. I don't know, wait a minute. 55 Coffee House says, it wasn't the warranty. Stupid is as stupid does. She bought that life. You guys know what I'm talking about. I was just keeping it real. That was one of my favorite episodes of When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong. Don't be calling my phone, playing on my phone. Because she think Tyrone was cheating on her. Y'all remember that episode of When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong? Went over there and scraped that lady's car up, messed up her car, but she didn't know that that car was that was owned by her federal brother. And next thing you know, she got locked up. Man, those Keeping It Real Goes Wrong episodes used to be nothing but downhill on those people, right? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and let's go double tap that screen to get those likes. So we got more to get into right now. We got to get on over to Milwaukee. We got a 33-year-old. That's right, Casey Burrell. Sorry to hear about this one. Pow the boy over turf in a water battle sale. That's right, you guys. That's what the prosecutors say. Pow the little boy. I think he was only like maybe 9 years old or something like that. Why are you out there pounding at a little boy over turf for water bottle sales? Riding around with kids in your car like you down with a little gang or something like that? This is ridiculous right here. She definitely needs to be brought up on charges for this.
She has a history of criminal convictions that go back years.
33-year-old Cosetta Burrell was just released from prison, is prohibited from having a gun, and waiting to go to trial for another felony case. When prosecutors say
she's just a bad girl. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. She's a bad girl. Bad girl.
Bill Miston explains now she shot a 12-year-old boy over turf selling water.
My bad. I said 9. He was 12.
Bottles.
There's so much stuff going on in this complaint.
33-year-old Cosetta Burrell's charged with 22 counts relating to leading police on a high-speed chase with kids in her vehicle after prosecutors say Burrell shot a 12-year-old boy last Friday evening.
Looking like a black version of Large Marge is in charge. Need to take that Fu Manchu off her head right about now. If it was me, I'd be like, nah, you got to take that weave out, boo. Go ahead and let them see that Caesar.
60th and Silver Spring.
Here you have what started as a dispute between two groups of children for water bottles selling turf.
Prosecutors say Burrell, her girlfriend, and other children, including Burrell's, drove around the neighborhood looking for the victim. Prosecutors say Burrell shot the boy, shot at his brother, and hit a nearby house with people inside. Prosecutors say flock cameras spotted the suspect vehicle, and when deputies tried to pull it over, Burrell started a nearly 6-mile pursuit at speeds upwards of 80 miles per hour, with 4 kids in the vehicle, including her son.
Ms. Burrell had been out of prison for 11 days for her child abuse conviction, where the underlying victim is one of the victims in this case.
She understands the severity of her charges and has mentioned that she will attend any and all court appearances for this case.
What? So you already got a case of beating up kids?
And she just mentioned to me that on that 17th where she missed her court appearance, she mentioned that she was in custody.
Burrell was set to go to trial this week in a felony case. Court records say she was in custody on the day of the shooting. It's unclear whose custody she was in and why she was released. But hours later, prosecutors say she shot the boy and later admitted to it on recorded jail calls, calling herself, quote, a hero.
Nobody in the community, nobody in the hood thinks somebody that shoots a 12-year-old kid is a hero.
Oh boy, let's go, you guys. She must have been thinking about a sandwich when she said that. She must have been thinking about a hero being a sandwich. But let's go, you guys. I want to pray for a full recovery for the 12-year-old. And woo, we got to be careful with thunderunts like that, looking like a sumo wrestler with a mop on her head. Oh my God, pray for him, pray for all of the other kids that they didn't get hurt in that car accident. And yeah, it's about time for her to sit down for about, let's go ahead and give her about 15 on that. 15 on that. Let's see her about 15 years for that. Amen. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Keep on. And some lawsuits is coming too. You're right. Let's go. Because she should have never did that. But I don't know if she got some money. I don't know if she got any bread. Maybe against the insurance from what she was driving if she got in a car accident. But she probably ain't got no money for nothing. She just got out. Let's get on over to Dallas, you guys. Where that's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. I got design all on me. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Yella Beezy. He was famous for a little while, right? Had a lot of rap songs out until the incident with Mo 3. You guys know who I'm talking about with that too. Mo 3, the guy that's no longer alive. Well, guess what? A Dallas judge now weighs whether the jury is going to be able to hear some of Yella Beezy's music. Let's keep on moving forward and see what's going on with, well, that's on me, baby. That's on me, baby.
A Dallas judge is now weighing whether jurors in the upcoming capital murder trial of Dallas rapper Yella Beezy will hear rap lyrics, see social media posts, and hear about evidence tied to a years-long feud with fellow rapper Mo3.
Now, this was tragic, you guys. The way that they hunted him down on the highway, made his car break down. He got out and ran. They got out on the highway and chased him down with those things. And yeah, basically took him out on the highway. They really wanted Mo3 out of here.
Attorneys squared off in court today over whether that evidence shows motive or unfairly criminalizes artistic expression. Senior investigative reporter Tanya Eiserer was there.
Marquise Conway, who performs as Yella Beezy, was in court today as prosecutors.
Somebody said, my ears, my ears. I had this, that's his song. His name is Yella Beezy.
Prosecutors and defense attorneys argued over what evidence should be allowed in at his capital murder trial. Conway is accused of orchestrating the 2020 murder-for-hire killing of fellow Dallas rapper Mo3, whose legal name was Melvin Noble. He has pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors argued the rap lyrics, social media posts, and evidence of earlier shootings are essential to explaining the motive behind the killing and the years-long feud behind the two rappers.
Their feud was open, it was public, it was in social media. This offense did not happen in a vacuum, and the jury is entitled to hear about what transpired that led to one Dallas rapper placing a bounty on another Dallas rapper. These were not just words, people were dying.
Defense attorney Mike Mola argued prosecutors are asking jurors to treat protected artistic expression as evidence of guilt.
The rap music in this case are words and deeds of Mr. Conway. This is what he does for a living. They do have a First Amendment right to make the music and to publish it. Can't be punished for exercising a constitutional right.
I mean, if I say we popped him on the highway and he was lying, he was crying and his family was mourning him, that don't mean that we did it. Come on, man. I heard the lyrics, fool. Come on, man. And I can't even talk too much about the person that lost his life, because Mo3 was said to be kind of bad himself. Yeah, talking about no weapon formed against me gonna do anything. Well, guess what? I guess that weapon was formed against you, and it did something. Let's keep on moving
Judge
forward.
Chica Onyem did not rule today. She could exclude the evidence, allow portions of it in under certain circumstances, or admit it in full.
All right, you guys, I do have to tell you, a lot of them lyrics do actually have to do with the situation at hand. And they do it like that to themselves, you guys. It ain't our fault that they try to glorify things that way and they try to make themselves look that big. We just find out about this nonsense later. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up, because if we can get them up to 300, you guys got some merch coming out. You got these Our Bottom Line keychains coming out if you get to 300. And we're going to put 6 of these Our Bottom Line decals in the mix too. So that's 6 and 6. All you guys got to do on this boom Friday morning is go ahead and get those likes up. Also, where's the phone? That's right, you guys. Come on, let's get this phone over here. Check on these cash apps to see the support that's coming through with all of my real lovely supporters over here. That's right, you guys. If y'all are really looking out, feeling happy today, $ BOOGOTTINYC. That's at Cash App. We got to get on over to Florida, where a man who's been arrested, locked up, and he don't need to get out. How dare you? There wouldn't have been no need for police, because I could have had a little bit of practice. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a little bit of practice on his midsection as well as his face, especially when it comes down to him trying to kiss a 13-year-old minor in the mouth while she's sitting there minding her business, eating food at a restaurant. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, if I was sitting there, all sorts of "it's raining chairs" would have been on top of this Foolio's head. So yeah, we're going to see this Foolio in the back over here. That's him in the back over there, right there. Yeah, she's 13 years old. Watch what he tries to do.
Disturbing video tonight shows the moment a man walks up to a 13-year-old girl and forcibly kisses her. The alarming incident happening at a restaurant in Miami Beach. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor is your reporter live in Miami Beach with new body cam video of the arrest. Yvonne?
Lauren, it's a Nicaraguan Honduran family-owned restaurant located here on Washington Avenue. According to police, The subject was a regular customer of the business. Tonight we learned that the victim, the 13-year-old girl, is traumatized.
You got your license? You got your license, brother?
Body cam video.
You got your license? You got your license? Now watch your head. They shouldn't have told him to watch his head, right? They should have just banged it on the top of the car, right? I know what y'all thinking.
From Miami Beach police detectives captured the arrest of the man they were after for a week.
Okay, what's your name, brother?
Guillermo. This is him, 38-year-old Guillermo Mayorga Prado.
There you go, you guys. Guillermo. There you go right there, you guys. Guillermo Magara Arayo. He got 4 names.
Was arrested and charged with lewd and lascivious conduct of a minor.
According to police, the suspect forcibly kissed a 13-year-old girl on the lips at a restaurant in Miami Beach on July 9th. The victim's brother was sitting with her minutes before, but police say the suspect lured the brother to go outside.
And told the brother that there were some dirty tables so that he can go and tend to those, took advantage of our victim, kissed her before leaving the establishment.
The girl screamed. Police say the victim's family kicked him out, went to police, and showed them the surveillance video. The restaurant, located on Washington Avenue, is a family-owned business.
We wanted to identify our subject, locate him, and no matter the time of day, as we see on the body-worn camera footage, we followed him all the way to North Miami Beach to arrest him.
Alarmed by they done went out of their jurisdiction to get him. They went all the way to North Miami Beach to get him.
The actions of this criminal.
The incident has even outraged Miami Beach officials.
And hopeful that our courts will bring justice to this child, to this family that has faced this horrific crime.
He did it in broad daylight, right in front of people, inside of the restaurant too, and had the nerve to try to send her little brother outside to clean off some tables to set him up. I want to pray for her, and I want to hope and pray that she gets through this tragic situation right here mentally, because that's something that'll mess around with you mentally. Disgusting thing happen like that to you, make somebody not even want to sit in a restaurant again at the age of 13 years old. I want to pray that he gets his just due too. And if he does wind up inside, oh boy, you already know what I'm going to say. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got a lot more to get into. I want you guys to be very careful when you got those CO2 tanks, when you have different things that have to do with, like, let's say, electronics, lithium batteries, many different things you got to be really careful with. Also, oxygen tanks, CO2 tanks, everything. Be careful, especially when you're disposing of them. You got to realize there's a proper way to dispose of things and there's an improper way. And the way that you dispose of things could be someone's life or their health. Got a situation over here, right here in Milwaukee, where we got improper disposal of an oxygen tank. It can lead to major injuries, you guys, especially if somebody makes a mistake and puts it inside of a garbage can. Once that thing comes down and hits the top of that oxygen tank, there's no other place to go but boom, boom, right? Let's think about it. Be careful with those oxygen tanks. Let's go. Let's open up this screen right here, see what's going on in Milwaukee as this garbage man is now recovering.
Explosion in the back of a Milwaukee garbage truck.
This blast did injure a city sanitation worker. It happened Wednesday near 9th and Aberts, just south of Capitol. 12 News' Nick Board joining us live there. Nick, this is all about the improper disposal of oxygen tanks.
Right, those canisters that are used for health reasons. Proper legal disposal is the key, certainly not tossing them in the garbage cart. That's meant to prevent the type of hazardous situation that happened in the street.
That's crazy. Lala tried to do the right thing and took her lithium batteries to Home Depot and they told her to throw them in the garbage. That's nuts.
Here last Wednesday, when a couple of them exploded, injuring that sanitation worker. A sudden violent explosion as a sanitation truck compacted trash. 2 workers standing at the back of their truck, one of them knocked to the ground.
You see his foot there. Bull of the Woods. What's going on, Bull of the Woods? How you doing?
Suffering an eye injury and a concussion.
They empty the carts, and then there's a blade that packs it in to make room for the next loads.
The Department of Public Works explains the men were just starting their day when their routine was shattered.
As the crew started to move the packing blade, that pressure caused an explosion, and we came to find out that there were 2 oxygen tanks that exploded. There were an additional 2 that were recovered from the hopper as well.
It's the reason it's strictly forbidden to put any pressurized canisters, including oxygen and propane, into the trash.
One of the pieces of shrapnel was lodged in his eye. They were able to remove that. We're very fortunate that he was wearing his safety glasses. And that's something that, is what we train everybody to do.
Yeah, we're going to have to go ahead and put some prayers up in the air for that guy right there for still serving. And I'm hoping that they got him under the full medical package and taking care of him. Let's please look out for each other. If you guys know anybody, let's not just throw things away like that. Probably smaller lithium batteries will probably make a little fire. But also, got to just tell you guys, there's times where I went to Home Depot, and I've known more than every single person that works there. So you probably were talking to the wrong person or people, because they would never recommend anything like that in the real life as far as just throwing them in the trash. There are places like Best Buy and certain places inside of your Walmarts and places like that that do have proper disposal places when it comes down to these lithium batteries. Let's take care of our environment. How about that? Let's care about each other as well as our animals, and getting rid of this trash the right way. Amen. Let's go, you guys. We got more. Let's go. We got another situation, because I thought about doing this myself. Because yes, we have a building management service. We don't really concentrate too much on repairs. We actually just service. But a guy in Baltimore, Maryland, he stepped it up a little bit. He says that he got tired of going to do some repair work or going to do a clean out, and squatters were there. So what did he do? Started helping out with the squatter situation as well. Let's get into this as much as we can, because this clip is a little long. Let me see how much I can give you guys out of what this guy right here does, and break it down real quick when it comes down to the squatter king.
Houses back. Sanchez, DeAndre Lewis, or Mikey to everyone else.
Been here all day.
Is a contractor based in Maryland, but with a little bit of a twist.
I started 6 years ago when I first came home from prison, in a hotel room, homeless. And from there, I had to sell drugs. I sold drugs, and I bought a pickup truck and stopped selling drugs and started doing trash.
As the father of a 5-year-old daughter, Mikey says he's determined to leave the hustle of Baltimore street life behind. As his business continues to expand, one of the services he offers is something he calls Squatter King removal.
The first year, I did probably 100,000 on my pickup truck. I didn't touch no drugs no more. From there, people start calling me for demos, evictions, and all this other stuff. And 6 years later, you got this. Taking the doors, taking the windows.
So yeah, you squatting and they send him to do a clean out. He gonna take the doors. He gonna take the windows. He gonna board up the windows while you're in there. Yeah, and he come with a whole bunch of people too. So what you really gonna do when he show up? And the landlord sent him, and you squatting.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Police said we can't remove somebody, so lawfully the only thing we can do is what we can do. Make somebody's life miserable. Like street justice. A lot of people call me Mr. Gary.
Mikey says he does whatever it takes, minus physically removing or assaulting suspected squatters. Although he says there's nothing illegal in what he does in removing squatters, his services fall within a gray area.
And why people call you? So using you as an example, man, Mr. Gary, not trying to go back in the streets, we will get jobs and we will get there and people wouldn't let us in that we know for a fact didn't belong there. So after a while, it becomes, we got to pay our bills too. And we kind of got fed up and just started taking the law in our own hands, not knowing it was an actual service that people needed. We just was trying to clean out the houses to do our job.
So these squatters were sitting there interrupting your cash flow and your ability to make money.
We will get at least 20 cleanouts and only could do one. Different areas in Baltimore City, and we couldn't do one. And all these people, like I say, showing fake leases, The owners not knowing who they is, the property managers not knowing who they is, so we just start taking it upon ourselves to do what we can do. Get off my property.
Get off my face.
Ma'am, why are you in a $2.5 million property?
For sure I ain't going to jail.
I know there's been a lot of coverage around this issue. Not only do I think this will help, bring people to justice, but also I think it's a big deterrent.
After more than a year of relentless reporting by Spotlight on Maryland about alleged squatters taking over properties throughout Maryland, the Maryland General Assembly passed 2 laws to crack down. Meanwhile, Mikey says he's busier than ever after the laws took effect in early July.
After they took effect in early July, everybody calling him. Does anybody else want to be an eviction specialist? I recommend it, actually. I really like doing it. I done got many people out. Oh, man, I'm good at that. Forget about it. Anybody in New York City, you need help with evictions, getting somebody out? Or if you need any problems getting anybody, getting like the homeless people to stop messing around with your buildings, holler at me. We get them out of there quick. How my grandmother said it, fast as a cat can lick his ass. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they don't expect people like us to roll up and just chill with them. Yes, I'm just chilling right there with you. What's good, bro? Yo, what do you mean? Yeah, man, we in this building together, right? Yo, you got any money? Because I'm kind of broke right now. I will be all on there. Or we get 3, 4 more people to the point where they're like, man, hell with you, F off and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and then guess what? Right back there the next day. And the next day, and the next day, and letting them know we run this building over here. Don't need you back over here at all. That's right, you gotta put the pressure down. But all the landlords don't really got money for that, so they deal with what they gotta deal with. And again, in New York, the state that I'm in, there is no such thing as trespassing anymore. I told you guys this, how do I know? Same situation. If you go there and you tell them to get out, they got to actually say no in order for the police to arrest them. So if you call the police and they come, if they come, because sometimes they don't even show up, they have to ask the person, can you leave? And if they don't, then they can arrest them, but not before. Laws in New York and our city are screwed, and many other places too. Sometimes you'll have a squatter inside of that apartment for a whole year, and you got to pay the bills as well as the legal to fight to get them out. So a lot of people that don't have no love for landlords, you don't think about that side of the coin, do you? Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's get on over to Florida, where we got this online sale going on right now, meetups. In South Florida, end up in robberies. Be careful when it comes down to marketplace. Be very careful when you're selling stuff out there, you guys. They do have places and precincts. I even go to Starbucks to meet up with somebody to sell something before I go meet them in a parking lot. And I never do a transaction at night, no matter how much or how bad I want the money.
Only here on NBC6, 2 different in-person transactions go terribly wrong when the buyer robs the seller. During one interaction, police say the thief got away in a self-driving Waymo.
Now you see him right there. He's just taking advantage right there. He's walking away with the guy's video camera, acting like he's looking at it, but he's walking away with it, right? So at that point, is it okay to just take a baseball bat and crack him right there in the crack in the back of his joint? If you taking my camera, I might as well rock him, sock him you, right? Or catch him in the back of his leg with the baseball bat. I don't know. I know I'm probably severe, but hey, he thinks he's a punk. How about a big burly guy would have came out and said, hey, where you going with that camera? Oh, nowhere, sir. Taking advantage of people. That's all I see here. Be careful. Even with the fake weapon. Be careful out there, you guys. Don't get caught up like this. This guy handed over something for him to look at. He reveals a fake weapon and walks off and jumps over the fence.
2 different in-person transactions go terribly wrong when the buyer robs the seller. During one interaction, police say the thief got away in a self-driving Waymo. And in the other, the victim says one teen pretended to have a gun. Nico Clemens is live for us in Lauderhill. Nico, we're hearing from both victims, and we're seeing video of both of those robberies.
2 different meetups, 2 different transactions, but they're similar. Rather, police say they're similar in how they played out. Shelley, but we see this happen. People do this often, right? You meet up with someone after you agree to sell them something from online, and you hope for the best. Well, the people we talk with say that's not what happened, and now they're going to start doing things.
Have a sharp ninja star. We can't find them that much, but you remember ninja stars? I used to love ninja stars. So as soon as they start running, oh, what? Yeah, man, I turn into a ninja on them. I don't care. I ain't got no remorse for them people trying to run off with my stuff.
Things a little differently.
Chilling.
It's one of the first things he does.
I record everything. You never know what happened, you know?
Records. This 19-year-old didn't want us to show his face on camera or identify him for his safety, but he wanted to share his story.
I know, Jesse. Sometimes I think out loud.
He says about 6 months ago, he started his own clothing brand. He posts his merchandise on his social media pages, and people reach out if they want to meet up and buy from him.
For Kasha, right?
Yeah. The 19-year-old says on Sunday he met with 2 teens in Lauderhill to sell clothes. Everything seemed normal at first.
I take a video like you're not a problem, right?
He even told them that he was recording. The 19-year-old says one of the teens then raised his jacket and appeared to show a weapon before they ran away.
I got your face. I got the cops right now. I get a little bit nervous, like really, because, you know, it's my life. Like, I don't want to die.
Lauderhill police say the teens didn't actually have a gun. However, officers eventually caught up with them and arrested them.
You're going to jail, man.
As you see in the videos, this young man records all of his sales and interactions through his Meta Ray-Bans. He says he does this, one, for his social media content, but also for his own safety.
The police told me, oh, good job. They told me, good job. It's smart.
Over in Miami.
It was a very trustworthy seeming message, but obviously, as it turns out, it didn't end up being.
He was taking advantage of this man right here, y'all. Taking advantage of him.
The best situation.
A similar situation. Aiden Chappell says he was selling this camera on Facebook Marketplace and found someone who wanted to buy it. Chappell says when he met the man in person Sunday, he let him check out the camera, but the man started walking away and ran into a self-driving Waymo car and got away.
I think it was kind of more of a moment of shock for me.
Chappell is also sharing his story to warn others.
I just hope to bring more awareness to the situation.
You guys, they have places in the precincts that you can actually meet up with people to do these marketplace transactions, you guys, and trust no one. I know I'm bad with some of the crazy stuff I think about. I know. But it's just not right how people take advantage of people, you guys. I don't like it. I don't like to see anybody getting taken advantage of. I don't like it, just don't. And I would love to see like 3 people pop out. Like as soon as he gets to the Waymo, 3 people just pop out and grab him, grab the camera, give it to the guy, and work him over for a literal 5 minutes. Every person get a turn. And I'm not trying to hear all that, oh, Bugatti, that's wrong. Trying to steal from somebody's wrong. And they do much less, they do much more in Bangladesh, in India. What they do when you steal something out there, you be walking around like this. Yeah, you be walking around like this. How you guys doing? With one less limb you got to worry about. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep on going now because this is sad situations when the kids get involved, especially when they're famous. I don't know what's going on here, but I really don't think it's good to bring kids into situations when it comes down to matters of the heart, divorce and situations like that. It's just not right. They're not old enough to understand what's going on. That's just my personal feeling. And not only that, but it can hurt the parents too. Imagine if your kids say, I don't want your last name. I want to take mommy's last name or daddy's last name. That would feel bad too. Got a situation right here. That's right, you guys. With Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, their children are suffering in the middle of their big public spat. See what's going on with these guys. We haven't heard from in a little while.
Joining me now is host of the Kinsey Schofield Unfiltered podcast. Kinsey, another of Brad Pitt's children, has distanced herself from her famous father. Vivian Pitt, the 18-year-old daughter of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, has filed a petition to legally drop her father's surname.
Remember that movie, Irreconcilable Differences?
She has requested to change her name to Vivian Marchline Jolie to honour the name of Jolie's late mother. That's every child now, isn't it? They've all seemed to have distanced themselves from their father.
Yeah, Team Jolie is telling Page 6 that Angelina just wants everyone to heal and that the children have been remarkably restrained. That may well be true, but it's also coming from her camp. The only thing we know for certain is that this family has been living out an incredibly painful breakup in public for nearly a decade. So hopefully we don't hear much more from Team Angelina, and they can focus on the future and move
I know what you're
on.
saying. Somebody said that she was weird and she influenced them. Yes, you guys, you see what Liberty and Justice says too, right? 300 likes, you get free keychains. Yes, it's not good when a parent tries to influence the children. It hurts the other parent too, I'm telling you guys. Not only that, once you do get through and you start to make that parent feel like there's no way to get to them, they'll probably leave and not come around and use that as an excuse. Hey, you're coming down on me as well as your mom. You know, I don't want to come around if you're feeling that way. A lot of parents wouldn't want to force a relationship when situations are like that. Let's get those likes up, you guys, because Liberty just told you, if we can get them to 300, you guys will be receiving 6 of these Our Bottom Line keychains and 6 of these Our Bottom Line decals. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let me ask you guys a question. I use AI a lot. I use it for my business. I use it for websites and a lot of different reasons. But I want to know if you guys, if you guys use AI, and do you ask it certain questions? And how serious do you take those questions? If you do use AI, let me get a thumbs up over here. Let me know if you use AI. If you don't use AI, give me a thumbs down. I'm talking about Chat, GPT, Grok, Rom, whatever one of the ones that you use. Let me know if you guys use AI. Thumbs up if you do use AI that we recommend over here for certain things. And if you do not, let's get a thumbs down. I'd like to know who uses Chat, GPT, Grok, and all of the others. Let's see. Got a few people with the thumbs up. Dennis, Sky. Okay, we got Littlefoots. Nobody, Lynn, down, thumbs down, Jelena. Okay, so we're 50-50 in this jar cash. We got a couple of people back and forth. Okay, but check this out. Some people say, like Dennis over here that just says, my wife hates that. I use it, but I find it necessary in the modern day. A lot easier. You got it. You can thumbs down, no. Okay, let's keep on going. I got another question for you guys now. How serious do you take it? For the people that actually do use AI, do you take it very serious? How serious would you take the information that they're giving you? Because that's another question, especially when it comes down to a man in California, because he's suing OpenAI for allegedly giving him bad medical advice. He says it manipulated him. Now, between you and I, I'm going to just say it right now. I don't know if I'd be taking medical advice from a robot myself, but I don't know. Maybe he thought that it can go do some research. And yeah, so now he's suing OpenAI. Let's go.
Warning about the potential dangers of using chatbots for medical advice after a Florida man claims ChatGPT guidance landed him in the hospital. Our Jolene Kent spoke with him.
It talks to you like it's your best friend that's a doctor and is all-knowing.
Former pastor Scott Winters is speaking out.
The way it manipulated me, the way it used my faith, the way it talked to me, it would give me Bible verses and told me, God was with me. It would give me a prayer.
Come on, you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Winter said it. Come on, you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Also, let's double tap that screen if you're watching the show right now. If you really want to be a help, go ahead on over and hit that 3 dots right there and hit that like button. It gets more people over here. Subscribe to the channel as well. You could actually send the Cash App too. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. I can't believe he believes anything that this AI is telling him. You know better than that. You think he's really believing this stuff that he's saying, or he's just pulling our leg?
The 55-year-old has sued OpenAI and CEO Sam Altman, alleging that ChatGPT 4.0 downplayed the severity of the medical symptoms he shared with it. In his lawsuit filed in California Superior Court, Winters claimed that ChatGPT offered him specific care directives, using an authoritative tone, advising him to combine medications, and eventually convinced him that seeking medical attention was unnecessary and even potentially lethal.
Now, anybody tell you that seeking medical attention is potentially lethal, you know not to listen to it. You don't even know who to talk. I be cursing AI out. I'd be like, man, you about 3 years old. How you gonna tell me what to do? And it admits it. Yeah, you're right. Your human abilities and your real time such and such really outweighs what I know. Man, I be giving chat the business to the point where I need to record that. If you heard me talk to chat before, man, listen.
I did question it. Shouldn't I go to the ER?
You did ask.
Oh, yeah.
And what did it say?
Probably more than once. And they're going to do your workup, your blood workup, your EKG, and your normal things. And they're just going to send you back home.
Winters was a
Man, you could have did better than that with calling rx.com or something like that, or calling a doctor like, I got these symptoms, doc. Should I come in? Why the hell are you asking AI anything like that? I just think, yeah, man, who that Jesse right there? Yeah, Jesse. People are that stupid.
eventually hospitalized for a life-threatening pulmonary embolism, blood clots in the lungs. According to the complaint, one of his doctors rejected ChatGPT's diagnosis of nervous system malfunction as flat out wrong. In response to Winters' lawsuit, OpenAI said in part, ChatGPT is not a doctor and should never be used as a substitute for medical care.
And that's why I always tell you guys, before I show you anything, before we do any working out, before anything has to do with medical, I say consult your doctor, because I am not a doctor. And I really don't want nothing to happen to you guys because I'm telling you to do it. One thing might work for somebody, it might not work for a whole bunch of other people. I do not want to do that.
Diagnosis or treatment. Treating chatbots as the whole story behind people's medical decisions or outcomes oversimplifies a much bigger challenge. Medical experts recommend patients only ask chatbots general questions or perhaps for help understanding a conversation with your doctor.
Right, that's what I asked Chat. What do they mean by this? Because guess what happened yesterday, you guys? And I think that this is going to make us get through to the other side. Because we make absolutely settle off this channel right now. We don't make no dough. But we got an email yesterday from somebody that was like, hey, we'd like to sponsor the channel. I'm like, yeah, boy, here. I'm like, here we go, going through the same thing. But all these liars talking about, we want to subscribe, we want to pay to be on the channel. Yeah, right. But then all of a sudden, I put that in chat. I said, is this company fake? I put the name and I put the email in. They were like, well, actually, no. And there's many other people that they reach out to that's just like you. We may think that they're actually real. And we've been contacted by that company. We've been going back and forth. So we may be able to survive after all, you guys, because you know what they're doing over here. And you know what this location is about right now. It's different. It's not just for us. It changed up a lot for everybody. So everybody's coming up on the rough side of the mountain right now, trying to reload, trying to redo their channels and figure out what's going to work for them. But you know what everybody says really works moving forward from all of the videos that I've seen? What really works on this channel right here on YouTube is personability, really talking to people, actually saying their comments, really having a network of people that's really going to be reliant. So guess what? We was doing it anyway. That's what I was trying to tell you guys earlier. Because of the support and the love that we've already had, they have not been recommending us at all. Everything that we've been getting is on our own accord. Every single member and every single number. That's why I appreciate the work, because that's telling me that I'm showing you guys what you want to see, and it's a good show. I actually like the show my damn self. I could sit down and watch it myself, to be honest with you, and not tooting my own horn. Now, let's get on over to that crazy situation I told you guys about with the 92 animals. That's right. Now we got it right. It was 92 in total. There we go. We got, yeah, throttled, but we don't care about the throttling. Throttling is a joke. We go out and do a couple of videos, put up 5, do a couple of things, and we get around that. We just don't care about those stripes. We don't have any more of those. So even if it's 90 days, we done did that on our pinky. We up to what? 560 something days already, 569 days of constant content every single day. We're almost going 2 years strong right now, every single day. Stop playing with me, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward. You think I can't do 90 days? I do that upside down on my pinky. Let's go. Let's get on over to Florida, where we got 92 animals in total, including 80 cats, like I said earlier, and 23 dogs have been rescued from this home of a mail carrier who's now been accused of taking cats near her routes. I guess she thought that she was saving them. That'll be a good excuse. But for some reason, you can't approach her home. Why can't you approach her home? Because it smells like pissy ammonia, of course. Let's go. It's real over here. It's not a game. I'm not lying.
It almost smells like human urine, too. 92 animals, including 80 cats and 12 dogs, rescued from a home in Stewart's Foxwood community Monday.
Now imagine you looking for your furry friend and you're like, wait a minute, look at Betsy. Look at Bitsy inside of that cage over there. Yeah, she done took people's animals, y'all.
Getting a look at how many animals she had, trying to vet out whether she was collecting cats.
In what Sheriff John BOOGOTTINYC called the worst case of animal hoarding he has seen in Martin County.
The smell is so bad right here.
The sheriff says animal control had tried to get inside the home for about a week, but the owner, Gail Justino, refused to cooperate.
Look at that door. Do you see all of the cobwebs and all of the hair and all of the dirt? Oh, God. Look around the bottom of the door, too.
Court records show she was issued over 40 citations in 2015.
She like the crazy lady off The Simpsons times 90.
For improper care or treatment of animals, but the case was dismissed. Investigators now believe Justino collected many of the cats while working as a mail carrier, a job she's held since 1997, according to the Postal Service.
I kind of feel like I've been reliving her loss.
Megan Remick lives in the area. She says her cat Savannah went missing 3 years ago and now wonders if Savannah could be one of the 80 cats removed from the home.
And I saw one of the rescuers, animal control officers, bring out a cage with a tiny white cat in it. And I know there's other white cats in the world, but man, something just hit me. And just the thought that she could have been sitting in that filth, not being able to breathe in a cage for 3 years, is just absolutely horrifying.
She's not alone.
And yesterday I didn't really even know about the news story until about 2 random people called me and said, "You live next to Sunshine Mobile Homes, right? The mail lady got arrested."
Shannon says her cat Tux went missing 2 weeks ago.
And I looked on the news and saw a video of one of the tuxedo cats inside of the cage that they were taking out of the house. And I'm very hopeful that it's my cat, and I'm really hoping to be reunited with my cat soon.
The sheriff's office tells us they are actively investigating if the animals belong to anyone else and are encouraging people to file a missing pet report.
How you gonna be out here kidnapping people's cats, yo? What's up with that, yo? You dead wrong for that. You can't be doing that. That's crazy right there. You can't be out there stealing these babies from their families, man. I know they like, I wasn't living like this. It's stinking here. Bitch, you crazy. Open the door so I can run out. You better have them in the cage smelling all that nastiness. Yes, we pray for our animals over here. We pray for all of our extended family members. And we hope that all of those people, all of those animals get reunited with their families, you guys, because that's just like one of our family members right there. Imagine how distraught and how hurt a lot of those people are. Some of those people probably raised those cats from kittens. Those dogs too. Amen. Pray for the animals, you guys. Let's go. Just keep, I know that place was smelling like a bat out of hell. I'm talking about, oh my God. I wouldn't have been able to approach that place. I would have threw up as soon as I put my foot down. I'm talking about the violent throw up. Remember when you ever see the, what we call it, Family Guy? When everybody in the living room, Peter and all of them are throwing up, and Peter got to hold Brian's ears back so he can throw up. That would have been the violent sort of throwing up I would have did. I wouldn't have been able to make it across the threshold to the bottom step. Trust me, I'm that sensitive with my stomach. Let's get on over to Charlotte right now, where we got this video of this crumble store right here. You guys know the cookie store crumble. The cookies do crumble, but especially I don't know what else is inside those cookies because we got some hair being done. That's right. It was before the shift, or maybe somebody was like, you know what? I gotta go out. I got a date tonight. One of you guys mind doing my hair for me? Girl was like, of course not. Have a seat. Right while they were preparing the crumble cookies. Right in the back of the crumble employee office. Not in the employee office, inside of the kitchen. But somebody actually got some footage of this. And guess what? The crumble got crumbled. They shut the whole location down. We got a situation here where the video shows the crumble cookies employee doing hair inside of a Charlotte crumble store.
A shocking sight for a lot of customers at Crumble Cookies. This is caught on camera. Video appears to show employees at the Crumble location doing each other's hair in the middle of the business. The video is going viral online after...
And do you guys see those things right there behind them? Those are ovens where the Crumble cookies are being cooked. With a little bit of horsehair, by the way.
Was posted last night. Now the company is speaking out about what happened. Ron Lee is live in Midtown with the very latest on the situation.
Somebody said, I can't believe it.
That's right, Ron. It sounds like the management is taking quick action, trying to get this under control after what happened.
Well, they certainly aren't happy about what happened. As a matter of fact, as soon as management got wind of what went down at this Crumble Cookie behind me, they immediately closed the shop with no plans to reopen.
Somebody said I call them $75 cookies. Really, Liberty? Wait a minute. They are expensive. Not surprised. No work habits. Why did I knew it was? Let's go, y'all. Let's go. No hair nets. You saw that too, right? Long hair, like hair going everywhere from each and every one of them. And she got her finger where she's digging in, like greasing this girl's scalp, right next to the other girl that's making the cookies. You seen that, right? Because she had a little spatula in her hand.
Now, this is the video that's gaining so much traction online. Folks, take a look at this. It was shot by a man just outside the store in the parking lot along South Kings Drive. In the video, you can actually see several employees gathered in the lobby, one of them doing another's hair, using some type of product on her scalp. At the same time, a worker next to them is wearing gloves and appears to be handling some type of Crumble product. When a spokesperson for Crumble Cookie got wind of the video, they quickly fired back saying the company is aware of the video showing, quote, inappropriate employee behavior. They also went on to say, quote, the conduct shown is unacceptable and...
Another thing too, she need pants on. She need pants on. I don't care whatever anybody else say. We don't need to see that. You need pants on. We don't know what's going on with you. Your hair need to be in a hair net. All of y'all need to be just fired, period.
Does not reflect Crumble's standards. They continue stating, upon learning of the incident, we immediately closed the store, discarded all the dough on site, brought in a professional cleaning crew, and took appropriate action with the employees involved.
Somebody said explosive diarrhea. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Oh my God, I know what you mean. Damn shame. That's right, you guys.
It is unclear this morning if any disciplinary actions will be taken against anyone in that video. Now, the schedule on the door says that the Crumble Cookie here opens at 8 o'clock this morning. We'll have to wait to see if that actually happens. In Midtown, I'm Ron Lee, WB.
Got my hair done at work today, y'all. Look, I got my hair done. I got my scalp greased and everything. Look, y'all, I got waves and everything. All I had to do was sit down and let Taiki do her thing. You know how we do it, y'all. Y'all know how we do it. Oh my God, I'm glad I never went to Crumble, and I'm not interested in eating no Crumble my damn self. I ain't eating none of that crap. Only Crumble I'm eating is whatever I crumble in my kitchen. We don't trust that crap around here. That's right, Taiki did my hair. Look at my waves. Look, 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 look. Got my hair did at work. Let's keep on go, y'all. Let's go. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. If you appreciate the content, because we're trying to get you guys up to 300. I've been saying this all morning, and I'm hoping you guys are close. I heard you was almost at 200. So we're going to try to get you guys some Our Bottom Line keychains. Let's double tap that screen and get to 300 likes so that we can go ahead and accomplish that and get you guys these keychains out. It's Friday and it's free, not even charging you. Also, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, because if you can get to 300, we're going to be sending out the Our Bottom Line decals. That's right, we're trying to send them out free because we understand that real is real and the fact's a fact, and you'd be damned if your stomach ain't in your back. We know a lot of people out there suffering, so we try to look out. But if anybody actually wants to skip around, all you got to do is go right up under me. I think they're like $6. One is $3.99. Go ahead right there and order them right there from under me. You don't even got to wait. If you really want a decal or a keychain, that's right. You don't got to wait. Go right up under me right there and order one. We'll also get that out as well. Now, they say that eating salmon every day is good for you. I'm not recommending that you eat salmon every day, but following certain protocols with certain proteins and certain foods are good for the body. And that means what? That means we're in what section right now? The health and wellness section, Sean. And my question to you is, guys, eat salmon every day, and this happens. Let's talk about it. Let's see what happens when you eat salmon every day, you guys. Let's go ahead and look at our graph that always shows us where everything moves, what goes along when it comes down to the body movements and everything, and what actually happens. So today, we're going to concentrate on one specific food, that's salmon, that we recommend for the proper protein, as well as what? Omega-3s. And it seems as if that salmon knows where to send all of those minerals to in your body. So yes, you guys, I totally recommend salmon. That's right, you guys. Go ahead. Also mackerel. And believe it or not, that's right. Also sardines. Really good and high in omega-3s. Come on, you guys. Let's go.
You eat salmon every day, and your body begins processing it with the very first bite. As the salmon is chewed, it mixes with saliva and travels down the esophagus into the stomach. Inside the stomach, digestive acids and enzymes begin breaking down the salmon's proteins. The healthy fats, including omega-3 fatty acids, are gradually released as digestion continues. As the mixture moves into the small intestine, nutrient absorption begins on a much larger scale. Proteins, omega-3 fats, vitamin D, and vitamin B12 pass through the intestinal wall into the bloodstream.
Just counted about 6 different vitamins, omega-3s, vitamin D, B12, zinc. I just counted like 7 or 8 different vitamins inside of salmon, as well as the omega-3s. That's good for you too.
Bloodstream carries these nutrients throughout the body.
Thank you for reminding me. I like the fact that you did that, Vincenta. You said it. Wild caught, not farm raised. Very big difference. Very big difference.
Delivering them to cells and tissues. Meanwhile, the proteins are broken into amino acids.
You see these amino acids that get distributed and they do many other things. There's also minerals and also good things going on there, like the healing factor that's coming out of those proteins as well. Let's keep on going, you guys. And also, you need proper sleep in order to digest this food properly. That means what we talked about yesterday is also correct. Eat at the right time so that your body can actually break down these foods and be able to distribute all of these proteins, all of these omega-3s over the time of that you guys are sleeping. Give yourself enough rest time because that's when your body does the most healing. Let's keep going.
That the body uses for everyday functions. The healthy fats continue being absorbed and transported to tissues where they're needed. With daily consumption, your body receives a consistent supply of protein, healthy fats, and essential nutrients.
That's why I say every day. They're saying every day, but it's not necessary every day. But do make sure that the foods that you're eating are giving you the balanced amount of proteins and the balanced amount of fibers, because that's what you're going to need to satisfy you. If you're satisfied, you don't snack as much. You guys believe me on that? You sit down and you have a whole Thanksgiving dinner. You're already full. You're not going to eat no more because you're already full. You might cheat and do stuff throughout the night, stuff like that. But the majority of the time, if you're full and you're satisfied, you don't want to snack as much. I'm not going to say you don't snack at all, though. Let's keep going.
Over time, these nutrients may help support normal heart function, brain health, and muscle maintenance. As a result, eating salmon every day can contribute to a balanced diet while providing high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids. You eat salmon every day.
So the good thing about it is we know a lot of what we already know. If you already known about salmon, that's actually going to be good, solidifying, validating what you already knew. If you didn't know, now you do. Go out and have a salmon night tonight, you guys. Go get some baked salmon, and just like Vincenta says, make sure it's wild caught, because that's the one that's going to actually give you the right type of omega-3s. The ones that are farmed are not good for you. They're not in a good environment, probably eating their own boo-boo, just like the other fish that I keep on telling you guys, stay away from, and you know better because you know that they're farmed as well. Stay away from those tilapia. Woo! Whatever you do, stay away from those tilapia. Jelena knows, no farm raised. That's right, Jelena, get some sleep. Sleep does a lot, and it helps your body heal. Trust me. But make sure that you eat well too, and make sure that what you're eating is good for you. And it's not going to happen overnight, no pun intended. It's going to take a little bit of time for your body to start being receptive to these things that you're doing. Look at my wrist. Whole 2 weeks to almost 3 weeks. But I didn't really want to go to the doctor like that. I didn't want them to mess around and give me no crap. I did it the natural way. So look at that. Now I'm good with you hear that loud snap again? Yeah. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now I thought about this. How come people are able to tell you certain things from your eyes? A lot of people say they wear shades because the eyes are the windows to the soul. But you know what else? To optometrists, the eyes can show a lot. That's why other doctors actually send you to the optometrist. If you've ever had diabetes, if you've ever had glaucoma, if you ever had like astigmatism or something like that, and you went to the doctor and you said it just started happening and they're trying to work out your blood, you got certain levels that are spiking, don't think that they won't send you to an optometrist. You know why? Because the eye doctor tells a lot, because the eyes are the windows to the soul. So now your eyes can reveal high cholesterol as well as a lot of other stuff. We're going to get into this, you guys. We got it. We're not over with the health and wellness section. That's going to be in the Discord as well today. The video that you just saw when it comes down to the salmon. I want you guys to understand the benefits as well as adapt the vitamins and the minerals that they were displaying. This way, if you have to find another way to supplement those vitamins, we know what vitamins and minerals that we're looking to supplement with. Omega-3s, different vitamins. Let's keep on moving forward. Right now, we got your eyes are revealing your cholesterol levels right now. I love this channel. I just stumbled upon it. Why? Because Bugatti has astigmatism. You guys see it a lot where the eye goes crazy sometimes. And I've always had this issue with my eye ever since I was a child. When I was little, they gave me glasses to cover this eye to try to strengthen this one. Never worked. I was always like that ever since I was little. So imagine having a blurred eye ever since you were a little kid. So I'm kind of used to it now. I've always had it. But I've always been fascinated about the eyes and what we can do to try to prevent further loss of eyes, loss of vision, because we're getting older now. So that's what we do now. We concentrate on how we can keep what we got for as long as possible. Your eyes are revealing your cholesterol levels right now. Let's go. That's what he said. Your eyes are revealing your cholesterol levels right now. This is Dr. Eye Health. You ever see one of those little white rings up under the eye of somebody's pupil? That's telling something. I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples, some signals of what to look out for. And your eyes can tell you right now what's going on with your cholesterol levels and much more. Let's get into it, you guys. Dr. Eye Health. Let's see what he's got to say about our eyes revealing cholesterol. So if you got cholesterol level situations and you know what I'm talking about, go ahead and chime in.
So can your eyes reveal high cholesterol? Absolutely yes. In fact, eye doctors may notice this before family doctors or even your cardiologist. So today, I'm going to share the top signs of fat and cholesterol on the eye as well as inside the eye. In fact, I'll even share one that I personally see all of the time and often sends people to the emergency room. Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Allen. I'm a board-certified doctor of optometry. And if you like learning cool facts about the eyes and seeing your best, then consider subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss any of our future videos. But now, here's how fat and cholesterol can affect the eyes. Number one is that of corneal arcus, most commonly diagnosed as what is arcus senilis.
This is the first signal right here. First signal, not a symptom, it's a signal.
This is a white-gray appearance that occurs on the colored part of the eye.
And I've seen people who look like this in their eyes, but we don't know what it is. But an ophthalmologist can tell you what it is just by looking at your eyes.
Along the outside edge or the limbus. In fact, this is a lipid or cholesterol ester and phospholipid deposit that occurs in the cornea of the eye in the corneal stroma. Now, if somebody's over the age of 60, this is actually quite common and considered somewhat normal as a normal aging process. However, if somebody's under the age of 40, then we call this corneal or arcus juvenalis. And in this case, then we are concerned of either a hyperdyslipidemia, a familial hypercholesterolemia, or perhaps some increased risk for cardiovascular disease. So if you ever look in the mirror and you feel like you're seeing this gray-white ring appearance, or you see a family member and you're seeing that, that's likely what you're seeing. But medically speaking, we're only truly concerned about it if somebody has this and they are under the age of 40, because that could be a sign of high cholesterol or something going wrong with how the body digests and processes lipids. Now for this next one, I want you to look into a mirror and look toward the medial part of your eyelids. If you see any yellowish plaque.
You ever see somebody like this, the plaquing? They said that this is also due to improper cholesterol in different categories. I've never seen this before, to be honest with you. You can get rid of it by lasering, but the real way to get rid of it is internally, so it doesn't reoccur.
Building up in that area, then it could be what we call xanthelasma. Xanthelasma is a soft yellowish cholesterol plaque that forms underneath the skin and usually forms in the eyelids, either top or bottom, but it's closer to the nose.
Looks like little deposits or little pimples.
Now, approximately about 50% of people who develop xanthelasma do have some form of dyslipidemia. However, here's the twist, is that about the other 50% of people have normal lipid panels, but they can still have some sort of lipid processing issue at the localized level of the tissues. Obviously, the big concern to healthcare professionals is that if we see this, it is a kind of a telltale biomarker that this person may have something wrong with their lipids or fat levels, and that may increase the risk for cardiovascular disease. Now, in the case...
We're talking about heart issues, you guys. Cardiovascular equals heart issues. So these are like signs to look out for around the eyes. Just little eyes, just little signs.
Of xanthelasma, if somebody just doesn't like the appearance of them, then there are ways to remove it, either with laser or certain chemical peel options. But the bigger grand scheme of things is we need to address whatever could be going on systemically, because even if you remove them once, if you don't address the underlying issue, they could return.
Just like Dr. Eric Berg yesterday said, instead of trying to treat the issues with the fish in the tank, you got to treat the water, because if you try to treat the fish, they're going to keep on getting sick because the water's bad.
Okay, so we've covered the two major things that affect the outside of the eye, right? Arcus senilis as well as xanthelasma. But I do want to talk about what happens inside the eye, because this is where things can get really serious. This here is called a Hollenhorst plaque. A Hollenhorst plaque is usually a piece of cholesterol emboli that has been thrown from a cholesterol plaque building up in the carotid artery. And this plaque then travels along the blood vessels through the brain to the eye and then gets stuck in one of the artery bifurcations. Most of the time, this is thrown again from cholesterol building up in the carotid artery. There is a small chance it could be calcium that's thrown from chambers of the heart. But this usually appears as this yellowish white deposit right in one of the bifurcations, and most of the patients who come into my clinic where I diagnose this, they're completely asymptomatic. They do not know that it's there or that it's been occurring, and that still, no matter what, is a concerning sign. Why this is like a level 5 alarm to eye doctors is that seeing a Hollenhorst plaque is most likely direct evidence of atherosclerosis of the carotid artery, which is associated with an increased risk of a TIA, or a transient ischemic attack.
You guys see that plaque right there, that carotidness, where it's like only a little bit coming through? Because again, the human body will adapt. It will keep on letting through whatever it can. But that does not mean that this vessel right here won't keep on closing up because of the plaque that's in there. So that's the situation why doctors take that so serious, because look at the area where it's at. Can't just operate to get that out. Other places in the heart, they can put in a stent or something like that. But trying to get to that is very difficult, and why a lot of people wind up blind in certain eyes because of things like this.
Or having a stroke within the next few days to weeks. So when I have a patient where I detect or see any sign of a Hollenhorst plaque, they do not leave the clinic without a call directly to their family doctor, their cardiologist, or at the very least a referral to either the ER or the closest stroke center, so that they can get a full workup, including a carotid ultrasound.
They need to look at those vessels and see how clear they are. And if they can do something to try to clear the plaque or something like that, they need to do it medically, because the last thing that they want to do is try to do it surgically, especially in different places. You know what I'm talking about? They don't want to do no eye surgery. That's very hard, very difficult.
An amazing thing about the eyes is it's the only place that we can look inside the body and watch the blood vessels in real time, which is one of the reasons why healthcare providers often refer to eye doctors so that we can evaluate for things like not only glaucoma and macular degeneration, like eye diseases, but so that we can check for things like diabetes, high blood pressure, and certainly even how cholesterol could be affecting the eyes.
Yeah, man. Diabetes in the eyes, you get cancer in the eyes, a lot of stuff. You got to just be careful. That's why it's so important to have a good circulatory system, and why I champion anything that keeps inflammation down, and anything with like carcinogens and all of that. What do we call it? Microplastics. Got to keep all that stuff out of our vessels, you guys. We got to keep a clean flow going here,
which are largely part of a larger grand scheme of metabolic disorders. From here, let me know in the comments if you have ever seen these in your own eyes, or maybe somebody in your family, and if you have any other questions about fat, cholesterol, or anything else could be affecting the eyes. Because in fact, this video came from somebody asking a question, specifically how fat and cholesterol affect the eyes, and so if you have a good question, maybe I'll make that into a video as well.
In a couple of days, we're going to run with this next video that he recommends because it's on the same topic that we've been covering.
Otherwise, from here, if you have not seen my previous video on how sugar affects the eyes, then you might be interested in that, and so I'll connect that down in the show notes as well as up over here.
Especially since yesterday we covered how sugar affects the body. It'd be cool to see how sugar affects the eyes too. Cover that like next week.
Otherwise, let me just say thank you so much for being here. Keep an eye on it, and we'll see you in that next episode.
I like that. Keep an eye on it, and we'll see you in the next episode. Coming from a real ophthalmologist. Let's go over here, you guys. Your eyes are revealing your cholesterol level right now. Again, what is it? Your eyes are revealing your cholesterol level right now. And that's coming in from the Dr. Eye Health. That's right, you guys. We're already subscribed to this channel. And as long as you're a part of our bottom line, you're going to see videos like this because we're subscribed there. But if you do want to watch this video in its entirety, go over to the Discord because I always take that link, boom, and I pop it in so that everyone who didn't see the show today or anyone who just wants to watch the health and wellness segments, they got a whole list of them right over there on our bottom line in our Discord. I told you guys also, we started a new page yesterday too. Another place where you can come and hang out with us on our bottom line Discord. You know what it's called? Our Favorite Music. I think that's the name of it. Our Favorite Music. Come on over to the Discord and be a part of the family. You guys do that. It's Friday. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. It ain't over. It ain't over. And guess what, you guys? I love animals. You love animals. A lot of rappers and people out here love animals. I saw this video a couple of days ago. I didn't know if you guys would be interested. But just like he said, I didn't even expect my cat to go viral. So yes, one of my favorite rappers, and you guys know him too, X to the Z. That's right, you guys. X to the Z. Bitch, please. And you guys know what I'm talking about. X to the Z done did some real dope songs with Dr. Dre, with Snoop Dogg. But right now, he's not talking about his rap career. He's talking about his cat. That's right, you guys. He says, rapper Exhibit says his cat has went viral. That's right, you guys. Her name is Thundercat. She's 20 years old. And Exhibit is going to show us what he does as far as his secret to keep Thundercat alive. Come on, you guys, let's get on over and see what Exhibit has to say about Thundercat real quick. Let's go, let's go, let's get it. Let's go, X to the Z.
All right, so everybody's going crazy over my fucking cat. I had no idea you guys like cats that much, but Thundercat has been in my life for a long time. She's seen it all. And everybody's asking how I kept her alive for, this long. Well, first of all, I love my cat. I take care of her and I look out. So you
can tell this man loves this cat. Every time he talks about it, he starts smiling. He loves this damn cat, trust me.
The older cat, she had a thyroid issue and there was a treatment that I had to get done and to fix that problem. So she was losing a lot of weight.
I used to bring my
got the
son's
cat,
hair like Exhibit, Jelena.
all together. Hey, where you going? Anyway, she wants nothing to do with it. But here's how I feed her. She likes dry food. I give her this, 11 and up. And I also give her Royal Canin, 11 and up. She likes junk food sometimes, so I give her this when she's on her best behavior. And then I give her some Temptations. So between all of those things, that's how I keep the weight on her, right? And then once in a while, she'll mess with these, but not that much. But because she had kidney issues, we had to give her fluids. So we got a great doctor and nurse that comes and they, give her fluids to help with her kidney stuff. And, it works. But here's the thing. People have loved my cat as much as I have for a long time. So people send me shit all the time associated with my cat. The fact that this is going crazy is beyond me. But this is the kind of shit I get. I got like sweaters with my cat's face all over it. And yes, I've worn this before, but it gets better. People make paintings of my fucking cat. They make paintings of this shit. When I say paintings, I mean multiple paintings. Yo, it's no joke. People love Thundercat. I love Thundercat. I'm glad you guys like her as much as I do. All right? So
now, bust how spoiled Thundercat is as we speak. What's she doing?
As we speak, here she is. What you got to say to the folks, Thunder? All right.
Thunder like hell with y'all. I'm about to bust down some of this food and I'm living my best life right now. Thundercat's living her best life. I hope you guys are living your best life too, because guess what? We are the best show on YouTube for the entire time that we're here, from the start to the end. And guess what? You guys trying to get your brand out there, trying to promote, trying to get in front of more people. Guess what? We're almost up to 74,000 subscribers. So guess what? All you got to do is send your promos over to us and we will put them up in the post notification area. That's right, members, family. You guys got something going on? We want to know about it. Also, put it in the Discord, because everybody goes to the Discord. Our bottom line on Discord. We're going to blow that channel up just like everything else. That's what we're going to do, you guys. And we're about to go nitro over there too. Just trying to let it build up a little more. You guys, we're a family over here, and we don't just rock over here. We also go on over to the Discord. So make sure that you do that. And guess what, you guys? We got another thing coming up right now. That's right, you guys. It's called the Show Your Talent Search. That's the talent search that we're doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and in Staten Island. And if you want to be a part of the talent show where you can make $250, boom, in those boroughs, all you got to do is go on over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. How we doing it? We're doing all 5 boroughs plus one more person. We're going to go around to all of the locations and we're going to do it for $250. Boom! And after that, we're going to see who can win the grand prize of $1,000. That's right, you guys. Sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. Your boy Bugatti NYC will be hosting along with my DJ, DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. And if you guys want to be a part of the talent show, we're still taking emails because we're going to follow up with you guys and let you know where we're going to be at. All you got to do is go on over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com, and put your email address in that slot right there to let us know that you want to be a part of the talent show. We'll keep you up to date on where we're going to be by updates. And guess what? If you want to get lit, you got to drink Big Drip. www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's 2 G's and 2 P's, not 1 P, 2 G's and 2 P's. And yes, this is going to be your last time to be able to get some merch today, unless you go down there and pay for it. But the free way to do it, last chance right now. Last chance for merch. This is the last chance. Go ahead and double tap that screen, get those likes up. Let's see how many people are here that want to try to knock out that 300 number. If you haven't hit that like already, go ahead, because we're giving away 6 of the Our Bottom Line keychains, as well as 6 of the Our Bottom Line decals. How am I gonna get it from you, Bugatti? All you gotta do is email me, same place, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridgethisllc@gmail.com, and we'll make sure that we get you your merch. But if we get to 300. Also, you guys, we do it the same way we started, the same way we leave. We don't get up out of here without saying our prayers before we go to bed, before we wake up every morning. And the fact that we get to do it together, we love to do it together, because saying prayers in numbers just shows the power of togetherness. So yes, whatever prayers you guys want to say right now and add on to these prayers, please feel free. Please feel free to add your family members, specific names, and whoever you want, because we're about to put this prayer up in the air collectively right now. And there's power in numbers and power in prayer. I want to pray for every single person here that came to take the time out for Friday and come and watch Our Bottom Line, our show. I want to pray for your health. I want to pray for your wellness and your family as well. I want to pray for your friends as well as your animals, because that's how we do it over here. We love our animals. I want to pray for family. I want to pray for love, because it conquers all. Who are we praying for this morning to have a fantastic day? Vincenta, Liberty and Justice. Can't forget about my boy Casey Ramos, VG5P. I see you over there there, Brad Pitbull. Can't forget about Miss Swanza as well as the family, Todd. Can't forget about Liberty and Justice. Can't forget about Vincenta, Guy and Elsa. Liberty, I see you, Tony Wright. G-Man, where you at, Mark Dorfman, my brother? Love to see that you came in today to show love. Jelena, thank you so much, Miss Keisha. Also, Tony Wright, my brother, Casey Ramos. Also, we can't forget about praying directly for Scooter Ginger that is dealing with the leukemia right now. As a collective, as a family, we want to show our love and support and prayer for our family member, Scooter Ginger, who has leukemia. And we're still rocking with you no matter what, Scooter. We got you. Brian King Falcone, Jeffrey Spilker. Can't forget about SJMK1. Who else we got in the building? Batty Lynn, thank you for always making sure we sound right. My mic sound nice. Money Tree, thank you, my brother. Love you to death, and I hope you're feeling very good today. Feeling very healthy, you guys. Black Boy, we got Batty Lynn. Can't forget about Guy and Elsa. Jelena, Brad Pitt, Jay Welshers. Can't forget about G-Man, C. Rorge. That's right, you guys. I'm hoping you guys had a good show. Got a lot of new people here, and I'm thankful that you guys like the show. Jack Welshins, Jeffrey Spilker, Jelena. Can't forget about Batty Lynn. Let's get on over to Winter Rising. Angels Among Us. Can't forget about Colessive. Who else? Who can't forget about? We can't forget about Luigi. Can't forget about Jack. Can't forget about Luigi. I said Luigi. Who else? Let's see who I'm forgetting here. Miss Johnson, Miss Jackson. Can't forget about my brother Brian. Can't forget about all of my other family members as well. Who else we forgot about? Nobody. Mike. We got Money Tree, Jelena, and that's gonna be it, you guys. And wait a minute. 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy. Can't forget about you and Miss Swanza. Amen. That's right, you guys. Our bottom line. The Friday edition. Boom, boom. Just got paid. Boom, boom. Friday night. Boom, boom. Send Bugatti Cash Apps. He'll feel right. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. That's right, you guys. Same place, Our Bottom Line. Right back here at 6 o'clock. #1 show on YouTube, and they can't take that away from us because we are family. Can't wait to see you guys. I gotta go, gotta get more videos up, gotta go look for more trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section. You guys, like I said, it doesn't stop when this button gets pressed. All you gotta do, go ahead and let me see you guys join the Our Bottom Line Discord. Family's over there, and we waiting for you. And enjoy some new music on our new Our Music section too. And can't wait to see you guys tomorrow, because you know what I'm gonna say. Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until 6 o'clock Saturday morning, I will see you guys tomorrow. You could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, damn you. Love you guys. See you in the morning. Get 'em. Peace.